drowning in something and I can't come out. Just show me loving, I need your loving. Me, myself, ain't enough. Expecting a thought to a crushing heart. I want you to know how bad it hurts. You kept it beside along my heart. Oh, 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 are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Oh, 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 are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Hold me, lover. I need you, lover. 'Cause I'm falling in too quickly and I can't break free. Just hold me, lover. I need you, lover. Me and myself ain't enough. It's like being alone in a crashing car. I need you to know how bad it hurts. Hearing the sound of my broken heart. Oh, 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 are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Oh, 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 are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Let me stay with you. In us, you. Just one night. I don't know about you, your life. But tell me 'cause we still have time. I can't say what can I do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. I think of you every moment. I can't say what can I do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. There's nobody else. this what giving up feels like? I don't know, I don't know. Tell me, have I lost my mind? Nowhere to go, so far from home. Is this what giving up feels like? I don't know, I don't know. Tell me, have I lost my mind? So I break these walls and hold my head up high, and I step my ground until the day I die. As the rain falls down, there's no more tears to cry, tears to cry. So I break these walls and hold my head up high. No, I'm not giving in. 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 No, I'm not giving. I'm not giving. No, I'm not giving. No, I'm not giving.
All right. Welcome everybody to Popology Weekly number 27. I am Red Laser Beam, and joined with me here is Cologne,
Hello.
here to bring the action. Yep. Feels like it's been a bit since we've run one of these things. I feel like oh yeah, we were supposed to run one last week, but
Yeah,
we
it
were
didn't
not
work out.
able to. Yep. But we're back again. Standard rule set. So, been a little bit since I've played the game Cologne. Expectations for this tournament here, just thinking about the general meta, right?
I haven't played in a while either, but they buffed Dart a lot, so it's probably just gonna be a lot of Dart Farm Glue, Dart Farm Water. So that will probably be what you should be expecting. Maybe Dart Eco could also be good.
Mm.
That is the main things I'm expecting from this.
Yeah, it's probably a dart centered meta. Um, man, yeah, it's just been a bit since I've played, just because I'm actually making my own game right now. It's just like a short little month-long project I'm kind of investing time into, but
Is it for a game jam or just
um
like just a project?
um it's just a little personal project. I might submit it for a game jam though. There is like a game jam, like the time frame coincidentally lines up with this one game jam. And the theme seems like the pieces are falling together. I could just submit it for the game jam if I really wanted to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, what's the game about? So it's basically like I put me and my friends in a video game, and it's like a murder mystery. So like one of the friends is dead. We killed them, right? And you kind of have to figure out like who killed them, right? So it's gonna be one of those murder mystery visual novel type games. I was just working on dialogue stuff, a little bit of coding stuff earlier today uh before hopping on here.
Are you doing the art
Do you have a
yourself
playable
or?
demo? What's up? I'm mostly doing it, or actually, majority of the work is being done myself. Um, there is some work that has been delegated to other people. So, I'm handling everything except the visuals. I might end up coming in and helping in on the visuals anyways. So
You seem pretty good at drawing, so
yeah.
I don't know how
I
hard it
think
is to
like
make art
ideally
for games. So I don't actually know if it's like a skill that transfers for just being good at drawing in general or not.
it transfers reasonably well. Yeah. That's what I would say on the whole deal. I think if I had a choice, I'd probably I don't know. I'd try and get someone to help me on the code, and that way I could have like a larger hand in the visuals. But the thing with that is like none of my friends, like none of my like close proximity friends, have any coding competency. So if I want people to help, I kind of have to give up the visual delegation or
Yeah.
the visual responsibilities. So um
Are you using like Godot
yeah,
or just making it on your own thing?
I'm using I'm using Game Maker to put it together. So let's see here. Let me pull up the stream here because we should be just shortly ready here for some matches. Here are
Probably.
the here's the bracket. We got 8 people. Or sorry, 8 outstanding like 10. There's 10 players, right? And we got 4 outstanding matches to resolve right now.
If it
So
loads.
there's your upcoming matches. There's an image of Biker Bones.
There we go.
Yeah, here's the full bracket. We got Jay versus Teremy Dino. We got Cal versus Blue Fox in round 1. Those 2 sets need to be resolved to figure out who faces Mao and Prem, respectively, in round 2. Round 2 matches, we got Alex versus NVG and Funny Name versus Wilfie Keen.
Yep. Oh, by the way,
We got
Prem is Harris, if you were wondering.
oh, okay. All right. So, we got some underdogs and we got some heavyweights here. Cologne, who do you think has the best chance in round 1 of making it to the finals?
Uh, I would say Mao. I feel like Mao is probably the person here who's played the most consistently, and also is probably overall the best player. So I would bet on Mao.
Okay. Wait, which one of these guys? Mal's in round 2 though. He's already automatically
Oh, you
advanced to
said
round
make it
2.
to the finals, but like
But like round 1, like who in round 1
no.
has the best chance? Best chance.
Hmm. I'm gonna just look up the bracket again. Give me one
Speaking of round
second.
1, you could
Speaking
answer
of
that
round one.
question later. We got a match incoming here. We got Jay versus Teremy Dino, game 1, and it's just like you called it, Cologne. You see the dart on the right side of the screen, so it only takes one match to see the dart. Boost coming Jay's way. Reds, yellows layered on top. Jay gonna respond with a boost. He doesn't have the cluster bombs yet, putting himself in a rather precarious position, leaking lives down to about 100 lives. He is going to get the bomb on the next eco tick, and he'll finally stop leaking. 50 lives down though already. Whew.
Yeah, I don't know how he messed up the start that badly. Was he group dealing the entire time? I didn't really pay attention.
He must have been. Maybe he was very aggressive on his red eco, and that might have caused him to, to really, overestimate how much he could get away with there. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't leak more lives there. I feel like there should have been a lot more punishing going on there. That Termy should have been able to punish more, but so it
I mean, it
goes.
probably won't kill. It probably will get maybe like 30 more lives. I don't think it will matter too
Mm,
much, especially not against back.
right. So this is some of the. I think this is some of the new tech that we've seen here with the Dart Monkey. Again, I've been away from the game, but I know the tech that we were trying to develop before I kind of took another mini break was crossbow based starts. We're not using trip dart starts anymore, right? Players they've been getting comfy with just going straight into crossbow. Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a hero that did damage, it was almost always better, assuming you didn't care for anti-stall, it was always better to just go straight for crossbow and skip trip entirely, and then they just buffed crossbow to make it even easier to do that, and now there's no reason to ever really go for trip darts. It gives you
Mm,
so much greed that it's just not really ever worth going.
right. Okay,
I don't
so
really
for our
like
viewers, go on.
I don't really like his crossbow spot. It gets layered on a lot. if you put it near the intersection or the very front of the map, it wouldn't get layered on at all, and it would anti-stall a little bit harder, and it would also make
Mm.
FTN do better against whites and blacks.
I do see that he's like he's inherently inducing quite a bit of stall with that spot. Now ETN3 coming out against these grouped yellows. This is a little pressure from Jay, right? He's still going on with this pressure. You know, Cologne, I'm a little concerned that with all this group yellows, and now he's going to get the boost actually out of Termi. I am concerned though. You know, you put so many group yellows there on Termi's side that you are compromising your income potential with Bonnie.
Well, in terms of efficiency, Bonnie and the yellow eco they usually give you a similar amount of eco. I don't like group greens. I think you should be sending space purples, but besides that, sending group yellows is usually fine because you just leave the efficient upgrades for later, so you can just buy those upgrades on round 13 or whatever and be fine.
Okay.
You'll end up with similar amounts of eco.
More check yellows here
so.
from Jay headed Termi's way. Now Termi gonna get a 3xx dart in response. Meanwhile, you see Jay pre-building a second bomb up.
I don't like his bolt bot either. A lot of his placements just let him get layered on really, really hard. I also don't like how he just pre-bought cluster bombs, but he has so much
really
eco at this point that it'll be fine. Both players have really good eco. Jay's eco should be higher, but he decided to send greens for some reason, and that kind of sacrificed it a little bit, and also rebuy second cluster. But even despite that, his late game is pretty good. So as long as he doesn't piss too much away money, pisses too much money away rushing or over defending with a spike factory when you already have 2 cluster bombs, he'll be able to make it pretty late.
Look at the greed though on Termi's side though. Termi saw Jay, you know, playing very conservatively for that second cluster and responded with double plant plus 2x200 farms, and it's not even round 14.
But yeah, that's just what happens when the rounds get stalled this hard. I think if Jay decides to actually go really hard on Bonnie and just yellows in general, he will be at an advantage stage because Spag and Mortar together can probably go into like round 35, 36 just by themselves. And Dart from Glue just does not deal with tight CMGs very well later on the game.
Well, you see Termi doing her best impression here to try and alter the fate here by just picking up a ton of economy right there. I mean, triple plant plus 2x200 farms right now on round 15, and plus you see she's stacking in that pink eco right here. Here comes a check set of purples here from Jay. Not going to do anything.
Yeah, Jay here should just be sending pink eco and upgrading Bonnie. I'm not sure why he sent purples after his opponent pre-bought 2 jugs, but it shouldn't really hurt his eco too much.
Let's see. We need kind of a sit rep on how many levels Jay has in Bonnie. I'm a little nervous right now that Jay just isn't getting enough out of his strategy. I understand the defensive concerns that you have, Cologne, with Termi's strategy, but I also feel like Jay is going to play himself into a position where he's not going to have sufficient money to get the theoretical win.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. He focused too hard on over defending early, buying a spike factory and buying a second cluster bomb before it was needed. And yeah, now his eco should probably be around 2,000 to 3,000. I mean 2,000 to 2,200, but it's very far behind.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed right now to only see 1,600 raw eco in a game in which rounds, the early rounds, did get quite stalled. I'm not sure. Oh, look at this. We got to check F Moab.
For this. His defense just holds.
Oh, he's going to get a second F Moab. Okay, he
yeah,
might not be able to hold here. Gets the Moab Mauler, and that should defend. Again, Jay's got to be thinking about greedy defense here in order to stay competitive in the income game. So hopefully he tries to, just hold the boost and hope that this Moab Mauler beats down the F Moab enough. He's going to get a second Moab Mauler. Anyways, never mind, that bomb gets stayed at 022.
Oh,
now a third F Moab being sent Jay's way.
These are not good rushes.
Third, fourth, fifth F Moab in this sequence.
Here just gets insane value. Yeah.
Jay gonna boost. Still got 3 F Moabs on his screen here and only a single Moab Mauler to account for them. That Spike Factory's not going to do enough. He's going to upgrade it in Deadly Spikes anyways and hope that Deadly Spikes is enough to hold off those F Cerams popping from those F Moabs. 1 F Moab to beat. F Cerams crushing through the Spike pile. But Jay is going to defend. Going to be off boost, on round 20.
Well,
And there you see, wow,
yeah. That
that
rush
was
ended up
very
getting
expensive, Clone.
a pretty insane amount of value. I didn't expect it to do that much. I thought he would just boost and AFK the rush.
Hmm. Jay firing back with probably the first substantial rush that he sent all game. It's an FBFB, and Termy looking to try and value defend this with the Super Monkey Fan Club.
That
Super
should
Monkey
defend it.
Fan Club getting deployed. It's going to eat away at this rush. I mean, this is not even going to stand a chance right there, so good defend there. And I do feel like,
Yeah.
so Cologne, I feel like what happened there was that, I don't know. So those FMO they did get value from Jay, right? But I'm just concerned that Termy blew a position where she was going to be able to get a ton of income, right? And just bum rush Jay on like round 30 or something.
Well, I mean, that's already happened. He already has like what 3,000 eco and the tier 4 farm. He'll probably get around 24, maybe even 23 Monkey Wall Street, and his farm will just be pretty crazy. No matter what happens. And I'm noticing that Jay is refusing to use the Beast. I'm not sure why, but he doesn't want to use it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I mean, this is a time in the game here where, oh, look at this, look at this. FCUMG headed Jay's way, and now Jay is going to try and prepare some SPAC micro to handle this FCUMG. He's deployed one SPAC so far. Remember, I think 042 SPAC is still bugged, if I remember correctly. Bunch of leads headed Jay's way.
Gillettes, yes, Gillettes.
Mortar Duet.
He should be going for an artillery battery here, but he
Plus double recursive. It's going to kill those leads, but again, the FCUMG still needs to be dealt with. It's popped into 4 FBFBs. Jay trying to micro these factories to take care of those FBFBs. Now he's going to switch strategies here. You see, he's going to try and build the artillery battery to take down these FBFBs. But Cologne, I don't think one ABAT's going to be enough. You think one ABAT plus 2 recursives is going to be enough?
That should be more than enough as long as he targets it well.
Here he goes. 2 of the FBFBs taken down just fine. Needs to take care of the other 2. I don't think
he's not targeting it very well.
He's not targeting it very well. We got 8 FMOABs headed for the spike pile right here, and they're gonna run through that spike pile and nearly cause it to burst. Nearly cause it to just evaporate. It's still there, but it's not where it should be. Oh, look at this! Check rush from Jay! 15 tight Moabs! 30 tight Moabs, sorry! Crossbow Master on Termy's side to defend!
Okay, both of these players are not defending very optimally. But I mean, maybe that's just a nitpick. He should have just gone for a fan club, and that with a well-timed UCAV would have just defended that entire rush. He could have gone for Wall Street there, but now he's missing out on probably 2 rounds of Wall Street income. Which
that's a big deal, Cologne. I mean, that's 2 rounds where Termy is only getting about 60% of the income that she would expect if she played optimally.
Make that 3.
Now going for the Monkey Wall Street, but far too late on the sell. Really sloppy play here, you know, and again, Termy played, I think, the first 13 rounds of this game beautifully, just amassed a massive income advantage, blew that massive income advantage on these rushes, and suboptimal defending. Now look at this, gets the Monkey Wall Street.
All he needs to do here is nothing defenses. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this was not a very good rush from Jay. Now you see some DDTs versus the Crossbow Master, but again, Termy, XX5 Dart handles those DDTs just fine. Jay throwing away income and continuing to eco, even though we're on round 29 now.
Honestly, even in this position, I wouldn't say Jay is even necessarily losing. The opponent's farms are not very good, and Carpenter Spikes just get such insane value late game that unless his opponent can send probably like 200k plus of at-bats on round 30, I don't think he's dying.
I think the bigger thing is so the farms are actually okay given the state of the game. It's just the problem is it took so long to get the Monkey Wall Street. I mean, Termy's not going to have enough income to try, like she won't be able to do like a round 30 bum rush or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we're playing a bit of a waiting game here.
Yeah, sending space at-bats is just a mistake because Spike Factory. You need to all out it all at once or you'll never be able to kill it. But with the amount of money that his opponent has, I don't think he'll actually be able to get through.
Here it is, round 30, F-Bats available. You see that Jay is already pre-built. And look at this! one set of Type 2
Well,
MGs headed Termi's way, while Jay is going to get a single F-Bad his way. Jay has the X5X bomb on his screen. No carpet spikes here from Jay. Actually, Cologne, there's a problem. Jay does not have the money to get carpet spikes.
No, he can afford it. He can afford it. Selling Bonnie, A-Bat, and the mortars, also the cluster bombs, will that'll get you enough money.
The problem is, I don't think Jay is that forward-thinking. He just deployed an X4X spec without trying to get the X5X beforehand. Now he's trying to use the A-Bat to whittle away at this F-Bad. And again, this is around 31 F-Bad, so I do have my doubts as to whether this current defensive configuration is going to be enough. Again, 1 times X5X bomb plus the A-Bat plus a deployed 240 spec. Meanwhile, on the right side of the screen, again, Termi taking care of those FCUMGs just fine. Never a doubt with Crossbow Master on her side of the screen. And Termi still with the Monkey Wall Street as well. So still with quite a bit of income to deal with.
That is Popino. He bought the Popino while the ability was on cooldown, so PC doesn't know about how that mechanic works.
Okay,
yeah, it's not looking good.
That's not looking good. Jay has misplayed the check F-Bad defense and now is on the brink of losing this game. Gonna deploy another Spactory, and again, Termi still with the Monkey Wall Street here at her disposal.
Yeah, if he goes for like a bomb blitz and gets insane pop in the timing with a carpet of spikes, he can survive, but he's not winning.
Popinol coming out on the F-Bad, but it's going to be too late now that the DDTs come through and fly to the exit. And they give Termi the win. Somebody's reporting that my mic volume is dropped here. Give me a second to figure out why that's...
It's a little inconsistent, but it's not. I don't think it's a problem.
Okay. Oh, you know what? It's probably something to do with like my proximity, my proximity to.
Now it got a lot louder.
Yep. Dynamic mics in general are very sensitive to like how close I am to the mic. So that was game one right there. Jay versus Termi. Termi decisively taking game one. I think both players were kind of playing suboptimally there, but I think the fundamental issue, Cologne, it came down to Jay not playing round 13, not playing the rainbow rounds very well, and not being able to get greedy with his eco. Now we're watching Funny Name versus Wilfie King, and Wilfie King getting a rush. It's a lot of group whites. Adora 3 coming out, Zebras, Purples, now looking for the Maelstrom. Maelstrom coming out from Wilfie to defend. Round 11, Wilfie King with no farms on his screen.
On the bright side, the opponent is going bomb farm whistle, even in this terrible position, he's not even... I wouldn't even say he's losing, because his strategy is so bad.
Round 13 incoming, and we got some boosted Cerams headed Funny Name's way. Boosted space Cerams are going to fly through. Funny Name's not going to react in time. Still trying to actually defend these. He's still in the game somehow. I thought these were going to kill, but they're not.
And there go his totems. Only 2 more for this game.
You know, while all that was happening, Cologne, Wilfie King got some really good value out of that. He upgraded into a 3-0-0 farm in time for round 14. Great play there from Wilfie King to recover after the mishap on round 11. Again, being sent that pretty huge rush.
Funny Name is not sending black or white eco, which is a really big mistake. He should be forcing a blade shooter or something by just sending stronger eco. But I guess it's been too long since he's played Tag Farm Whist last time, so he's forgotten that he can just send black or white eco and force at least $1,000 of defense.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one, Cologne. I think, sending that grouped eco is definitely worth the efficiency cost. It's not really even that much of an efficiency cost if you're just thinking about, just trying to coax something out of Wilfie. Round 16. Again, you want to be thinking about those Moabs coming up soon. Now with Funny Name, right? I think Azili is going to scare off the prospect of a Czech Moab rush, but what about if you're Wilfie King? I mean, if you get these Moabs sent your way, do you expect Funny Name to send a Moab Wilfie King's way?
Funny Name will probably send the fortified Moab, and I think Sack with a 2-3 tag should defend fine, and then Mirashi can probably boost an overdrive or something. And by the time he can rush a third time, he'll be able to sacrifice something for Bullet Light. So as long as he doesn't panic, there shouldn't really be any problems.
Right. So you see Funny Name alternating between the yellow and pink eco. It tells me that he is being very aggressive with his approach here to income generation. And I know you were calling the F Moab send, but it looks to me like Funny Name is just going to stay passive.
I think that's a mistake. Mostly because Funny Name is going to struggle a lot to round 22 rushes. So I guess he has Hex, but oh wait, that's not. For some reason I thought.
Oh, look at this, F Moab. We got some leads underneath this one as well. Gonna force a boost from Wilfie. The sacrificed blade shooter, is it going to be enough? Yes, it is going to be enough to take care of that F Moab, but that was everything.
He used both. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he
I can't tell if
sacrificed.
it's a level 10 Adora or not. It's hard to see.
Now, Funny Name coming back. One F Moab. Purple's underneath.
This might be lethal.
Maelstrom coming out. Oh, the micro and the wizards. It's not going to work. The F-Cerams are going to sneak through, and Funny Name's going to get the win. Again, Wilfie King, he used everything against that first rush right there. You know, the Adora 3, the sacrifice, the boost. It was a pure panic, and it put Funny Name in a very favorable position. It's going to take the series 2-0 right there.
Yeah, the overbad spots were just really prone to layering with bets, and that caused the attacks to just do no damage.
Yep. So, Funny Game on to the semifinals. We also have an update that Cal has won over Blue Fox, and we'll be moving on to round 2.
Mao's still waiting though. Which is a little bit of a shame.
Yep. All right, so while we're still waiting, I'm gonna get a bite of my leftover Panda Express. Again, I got orange chicken and I got Kung Pao chicken.
That's nice. I never really liked orange chicken. I don't really know why.
Huh.
Something about it I just don't like.
That's good. Okay, so Tammy on the right and Jay on the left. Tammy going to take some leaks to these check yellows. And Jay is going to fire right back with even more yellows. Look at this. Now the boost from Tammy. Tammy doesn't have access to ETN 3 right now.
People don't like that I don't like orange chicken.
Orange chicken is the bomb, dude. You just have. I don't know. I feel like you're missing out.
I like Chinese food for the most part. I don't know. I don't like orange chicken for some reason. I can't tell you why.
What about General Tso's chicken? You gotta at least like General Tso's.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. That's fine. You know, I'm kind of surprised here that Termi maybe didn't try to go for like some space zebras or some maybe some group deco this round. Are you surprised that Termi's not piling on the pressure here?
A little bit. He should be sending group wides. That forces more glitch really easily. Also, what is that ricochet spot?
It's a little weird.
You have a spot in the middle. The middle sees all the track. I don't know why. Like he knows that the spot in the middle sees the entire track. He put a boomer there, but he's just not using it.
Termi is playing very passive here. I'm just again I'm very surprised that there wasn't more pressure applied. Now we're gonna see a rush. It's a layered R rod. Look at that.
He doesn't need to buy anything for this. This defense. Oh,
he is gonna get the more glaives anyways. I
And
think
he-
he was
oh,
scared. Oh no,
God.
he panic boosted.
Well, okay. There were so many questionable plays there.
I mean, even if he just got the more glaives, I would have been like, okay, I get it. You don't want to die. But now look at this. Termi gonna come back
This'll-
with
he needs
with
to
an
buy a
infinite
ricochet,
R rod to
a
try and win the
boomerang.
game.
Please sell it. You can sell the turbocharge. You can buy it. You can
Trying
buy
to
it.
sell him his
Please.
turbocharge. Jay has to do it, I think, to have a chance to defend this rush. He's barely
No.
going to survive anyways without the boost. 402
Oh.
boomer plus the 230 boomer barely survives that R rod with the help of the Bernie stuff mortar. Now Jay
This
going to
is
come back
proof
checking
that-
on Jeremy with some purples. And Jeremy's going to take some
He loves that.
leads,
He
I
loves
think.
doing
It's
that.
hard
Just
to
sending
tell.
like $100 of purples and then nothing else. I don't know why, but he
Yeah.
He's really into it. He should be Pinky going here. He can afford to, or buying. If you're not gonna Pinky go, at least buy a Spike Factory. Okay, thank you.
You know, I'm really surprised that that Jay was able to hold off that Rainbow Rush. Now if Termi full commits, then and Jay knows what he's doing, right? He just sells into the X4X boomer and defends, right?
Well, if he knows what he's doing, one, he doesn't put his Morglaive there. Two, he doesn't boost or buy Morglaive on the rush before. And three, if he does get put in that position,
right.
all you need to do is buy a Kali at the front. That's it. That defense for the Morglaives, infinite rainbows.
So Jay's starting to get up his Spactory now. So if you're Termi, right? You remember the last way that this matchup went, right? You know, Termi just kind of went balls to the wall and sent like 5 or 6 or 7 F Moabs, right? I mean, do you try that again here?
If you try that against Boomer, you just get turbocharged. Him sending okay. I'm kind of getting upset at the fact that he's buying the bond levels. I mean that's good, but then he just sends pinks and runs out of money, and he keeps doing it, and it's starting to make me a little annoyed.
It's round 19. F Moabs are cheaper, but we haven't seen any Moab class balloons get sent yet in this match.
Fortunately, his opponent pre-bought Sharpshooter, so he doesn't need to send the F Moab, and he sends the F Moab. Okay.
He's going to send an F Moab here anyways, on top of these natural cerams with some F-lets underneath. Going to get a boost out of Termi.
Oh,
and F Moab gets taken care of just fine under the boost.
That might be the most value I've seen out of a single F Moab. All right, hopefully Jay remembers to use the beast this time, because last time he missed out on probably like $10,000 that entire game just on not using the ability, but looks like he's not going to.
Yeah, I just this is kind of the one context, Cologne, under which I would support not using the beast immediately, right? Is if I thought that Termi was just going to all out rush me on like this round or the next round. But even then, Jay's not behaving like that's going to happen because he was pinky-ing for quite some time. Now Jay going to fire two BFBs.
All Termi here needs to do here is just use UCAP. UCAP will just defend.
Right. Beast coming out, by the way, on Jay's side, so Jay going to get some money from that. Once again, still needs to deal with those 2 BFBs. That's Termi. Now popping those BFBs down, and ETN 10 going to demolish the BFBs. No Super Monkey Fan Club needed. Good value right there.
Yeah, that's what he should have done last game. He should, I mean, what Sharpshooter and UCAP defend a 4-5 BFB, but looks like he learned this time, so that's good.
Yep. And I mean, when money is tight, Cologne, you got to know your value defenses, right? And here comes Jay coming back with an FBFB, one single FBFB. I think he's banking on Termi not having ETN 10 available.
Yeah, he can stack a boost and it should defend, but it's probably a better play to just use Fan Club at this point.
So I think it really does come down to whether you think that boost is going to be helpful later, or whether you want the value defend for the better farms. And here, Termi going to sell into Super Monkey Fan Club, which is certainly going to defend the rush.
I think that play is right, because that makes it so that you can just keep it up and it'll be your defense for Tide Moabs and Tide BFBs. So
yeah, so there you go, round 25, and yeah, Jay should be very discouraged here from trying to check with the T Moabs. He's handling it up on Jay. He's not exercising it right now.
I just noticed that Jay has $30,000 on hand. I don't know how that happened.
That's a lot of money. It tells. Look at this. He's gonna buy the Glaive Lord.
Okay. He used the beast. He remembered it. Let's go.
Second time that Jay has used the beast in this game, and again, he's saved up over $30,000 so that he can buy the Glaive Lord on command if he gets rushed. He's going to pre-buy it. And that's going to stop Termi from rushing him until round 30.
Man, of all the tier 5s in this loadout, why that one?
Although, I mean, I do wonder, actually. You think there's like a cheese angle where if Termi really wanted to, she could try and choke with like all out DDTs.
Yes, that
Does
would
that
work.
Hmm.
I'm okay. Literally, I think every other tier 5 would have been so much better than Glaive Lord. Why did
I
you choose
just
that one?
I just wonder what the idea here is behind dumping all that money into a T5 well before it's needed.
And you were gonna play about you have a spike factory. You can go for a perma spike. You can go for like
Yeah,
a super mines or
you go for
something.
permaspike. Hell, you could put levels in Bonnie and just sell the carts. When things come to it. By the way, one set of tight BFBs sent Termy's way. They are being dealt with Super Monkey Fan Club and Crossbow Master, plus the
You can feel
XX4
that on the
glue.
flag.
Termy able to buy the Monkey Wall Street.
I love Relentless Glue. It's such a fun upgrade. I love how my frames just disappear.
Round
Any day now.
28, and the game has slowed to
Oh, okay.
a standstill because of the sinking, right?
Yeah, this is just a relentless moment.
Here we go.
Okay, Jay is egoing, which I don't agree with. Like, you could have done that 10 rounds ago and probably have. Oh no.
Oh, look at this! We got FDDTs headed Termy's way. Big boost into Super Monkey Fan Club. Destroys the DDTs. Crossbow Master still on the screen. Jay is trying to rush into Crossbow Master, and basically just found out what happened when you do that.
He can just buy super glue.
I don't understand why Jay is continuing to rush Crossbow Master with the DDTs. I just
On this
I don't
map,
know,
he can
man.
outlate game even with the amount of money he had. I genuinely believe that.
Man.
Fortunately, he has Glaive Lord still. He has not left aside.
Well, here we go. Regular BAD headed Jay's way, and now that he's burned his money on those DDTs, I don't think Jay has a chance in hell of defending this thing.
He feels Glaive Lord for proper spikes. That sure just depends. But I mean, he loves that guy. I don't think he's willing to part with him. Oh,
Well, he's gonna sell
I was wrong.
into. What's he gonna sell into here?
he's gonna sell.
He's gonna
okay.
commit suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna commit suicide. Yep. So, Terry Dino is going to take the series 2-0. Just gonna make sure this actually gets done by sending some T-Leds in to overpower the spike pile. So the T-Leds in the purple is gonna kill Jay.
All right.
And we have the round 1 results finalized here. So now it's just round 2 matches and onwards. Unpoppable says close game. Oh my god. So while this was all happening, you see Alex's Melons taking it 2-0 over NVG onto the semifinals. So we got 2 series in the semifinals, in round 2, to figure out who's going to make it into the semifinals. Mowell versus Termy Dino to figure out who versus Alex. And we got Harris versus Cal to figure out who goes up against Funny Name.
Yellow Wolf, he lost. This is not what I expected.
This is... What the hell is this? I'm very upset right now.
That is,
I'm extremely upset. I don't want to... I don't want to describe what's happening on the screen. Clone, tell me what's happening here on the screen.
I'm not sure. There's something happening, I think.
Yep.
That's about all I can tell.
So you see Kyle bringing Bomb, Sniper, Farm, Churchill into this matchup here, and he's actually gone for Churchill and Sniper. He's actually delaying bringing out the Bomb, which is interesting. Meanwhile, on the right side of the screen, so you're sure that's Harris, right? Oh, look at this! Group Yellow's headed Cal's way.
Yes, I'm
nearly
pretty
kills
confident
him.
it's
Cal's actually going to be dead to these natural balloons. It's going to boost. It's not going to work. And Cal commits suicide to the natural blue and loses the game.
Yeah, top 3 badge that is Harris. Also, I think we found the new meta for Basalt, right? We're not. There's no arguing there, right?
Yeah, Bomb Sniper Farm, new meta.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey man, I played a lot of Bomb Sniper Farm during my top 25 season. So
I've never understood what Sniper does in that loadout, but it's there for sure.
if I remember, man, what does Sniper do in Bomb Sniper Farm? I remember the hype behind Bomb Sniper Farm being just the bottom path sniper.
But you could do that with any other tower.
I think it was like something about cheap DDT defense.
You have Sniper though. that is the cheap DDT defense, I think.
Yeah, the sniper. Yeah, the cheap DDT defense, right? Or at least the defense where you don't need to have like really good reaction time, right?
I guess, but if you have bomb, you already have. I don't see any synergy between any other towers. Is the issue, but it makes me. Yeah, I mean that's it.
So Mao versus Termi, you see both players going for the crossbow starts. Now Mao with Smudge Cat, but Termi with Fedora. Very interesting choice here, though, from Mao. You see the group deco, you see the boat in Mao's inventory. What do you think Mao's got up his sleeve here?
I mean, it's a good strategy. I mean, I would probably go with TM with it, just it makes everything easier. But this Smudge Cat does make Moabs easier, CMG easy, Moab easy, BFP easy, CMG easy. So that is a pretty big upside. But I think at the end, just for the camo detection, letting your Moab glue and your glue in general see camo, letting your tank whip see camo while having Pierce, I think is really valuable.
I think part of what's driving Mao to use boat here instead of farm is one, the buffs made to boat, not just for defensive power, but also for farming power. You can get much more value out of Tempire if you build it on this map.
Also, on some of the later rounds, if you go like a weak hero like Cassilia, I guess, the crossbow might struggle a little bit, but we'll clean up if he does decide to go a weak hero, which he did. So if you win Jericho or something, then going boat over farm will let you skip trip darts or just in general a 2-0 dart without leaking a lot.
Pretty good start here for Mao. We actually got the Merchantman at the end of round 5. Already has about 570 equivalent eco right now.
How much the Merchantman is worth in this round?
I'm estimating about 90 equivalent eco for the Merchantman. That's a rough estimate. So Mao going to go for a double.
Mao should definitely send yellows here. Same for Termi. They both should be sending yellows and forcing at least a boost, but neither of them want to do that apparently.
They both apparently have more confidence in their income generating power. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, Cologne, you said the call was, both players rush, but here both players passive, trying to maximize their income.
At the very least, Termi should be the one sending yellows because that will force at least a boost, and Merchantman 1 round later, it's a very, very high value rush, but he decided not to.
Now it's round 9. Termi being quite a little late to the factory here. And now some pressure from Mao. We got zebras. The first couple of them were regrow zebras. The rest of them are regular zebras.
And it forces a spot. Oh, he used Fedora 3.
And Fedora 3.
So,
and then also whittled away the spike pile.
Yeah, Mao can also white and force a jug for pretty cheap. He does not like rushing though. And also, he likes pre-buying defense as well. Okay.
Well, yeah, I think Termi pre-buying the jug there, I think it makes rushing not as lucrative. Mao's sitting on really just skinny defense here, but yeah, I think it's just the waiting game here. Round 12. Now a check rush from Mao leads zebras. More zebras, lots of zebras. Wow, look at this. And again, Termi sitting on a not good spike pile. boosts to
The
defend.
boost. Mao could just go for a flavored trace on this round and honestly probably go completely unpunished. He's really greedy, but I think he could do it if he wanted to.
He's thinking about rerushing. This is interesting here. No, he's going to buy the jug.
Oh, sharpshooter and jug.
Yeah, he got a check rush there from Termi. Now Mao going to fire back with a meaty R-Rod. Lots of rainbows on this one. Termi gets boost back. Triple jug on boost against the R-Rod. It should defend just fine, even though we're watching a slideshow. Now on to round 15. Mao still with 3 boosts. I think a big thing about that rush cologne that Termi sent. Oh, Termi going to come back again. Look at this. Another R-Rod. It's layered quite a bit. We got Sharpshooter. We got Juggernaut. We got another crossbow there. And
the assessment is correct. A little bit. Yeah, but he's fine. Yeah. Yep. His item is really strong. Everything will kind of rush. And now
came out right there. Mao still with 3 boosts. Great, great value defense right there. I wanted to point out though that Termi at least was able to stop Mao from getting the favored trades. So little tinky check rush right there at the start of that sequence, and Mao did not get his favorite trades before round 14. I think that is going to have a serious adverse effect on his income. So, Cologne, looking at the game at hand, whose position do you like more?
I like Mao's position better. Smudge Cat makes all the defense between round 17 to 22 really, really easy. And that'll let him go for a lot of merchantmen, a lot of eco pretty safely. So I would rather be in Mao's spot.
So if you're Mao, how do you win the game? I guess round 17 and round 22, you kind of exploit the advantage by just building a bunch of income, right? But
you can just take it round 30, send one set of tight CMGs, and that's it.
There you go. Do you have any reason to be scared about...
if the game was a little bit more draining, you could probably try to win with FCMG spam. And they would likely kill.
Do you have any reason if you're Mao to be scared of DDTs?
Not really. You can buy a Relentless and just bulk pull all of them. And for round 28, you can just buy a Super Glue. Because don't forget, Relentless Glue gives...
right, it's just innate camo, yeah. Alright. Termi going into round 19, still sitting on just that that XX3 Spactory. Alongside the darts as well.
I will probably need to buy a little bit of defense per AI this round. There's a bunch of leads, a bunch of rainbows, a bunch of Rams. And the glue will probably just not be able to keep up. So.
Yeah, you can see that he's kind of
oh, never
preparing.
Mind. Okay. The opponent's not ecoing, which means he can do that safely. Oh, you go for a bank, probably an
wow. Bank round 20, Mao going to immediately respond with a BFB, and I like this play right here, because that bank's going to take some time to reap its rewards.
I don't agree with it. I think you can just buy one sharpshooter and then buy Chains of Fate for $100, and I think that should be all he needs.
Let's see how Termi value defends this right here. You called the shot right here. Termi going to boost.
Maybe this Bike Factory will if the jug clutches up. But okay, never mind. That was
wow, that was huge value. I mean, Termi just boosted, and that was enough.
You will need
Mao coming back. It's an FCOMG and a BFB underneath.
I don't agree with this rush. I think it's defendable fairly easily mostly because he got to change the fate. All Termi needs to do is just get a Spike Storm, and he should be fine.
On the ready. Don't forget Fedora 10's in play here as well, Cologne. Spactory deployed, FCOMG popping into FBFBs. Look at the Spike Storm micro. Oh, these BFBs are getting really close to the exit.
Chains of Fate, please use Chains of Fate.
Please use Chains of Fate. It's going to be game over.
Why did he not use it? Well,
I'm with you, Cologne. I think the setup that rush, it was definitely going to be a Change of Fate based defense. If Termi wanted to defend that right there, you can pop down the FCOMG layer on that FCOMG just fine with the Super Monkey fan club. It's just, getting rid of those insides is not trivial. That's where Fedora 10 has to come in. Termi not able to handle those insides, loses the game on a defendable rush right there.
Yeah.
And
it would have been in a pretty bad spot after that, though. So basically, he probably could have kept the tank if he submitted to Chains of Fate, but he would have been really low on farms, pretty low on eco, and just shaky defense in general compared to Glue.
Hmm. Yeah, I tell you what. So, I think you were saying at the time that you didn't like the choice there from Mao to send that rush, but I think the hype behind that was just the fact that that he did coax Boost out of Terry that first time around, and not having Boost this time around. I think the second time around, I think that definitely influenced Terry's ability to get that value defend out.
Well,
So
I would agree with that play if Fedora 10 didn't exist.
right.
But the time that Fedora 10 defends the first rush, his boost will be back, and then you'll have just pissed away like 10k. This is not looking like a fun match.
You're watching Harris versus Funny Name on the left and Harris on the right. And we are going
here on Bonnie map, so we're gonna be here a while.
That doesn't sound very exciting. Yeah, we might be here for a while based on Funny Name's loadout. So so thoughts on Bodouk's back on this map. Also, look at Harris.
Yeah, Harris is going. Yeah, super. I think Bass is just pretty bad, mostly because if you go Bonnie, you can go so many better strategies than Bass. This strat it struggles with tight CMGs. It struggles round 11, struggles round 13, struggles round 3. It's just struggles in so many rounds. You have a decent amount of income, but it's just you could just go like a Heli Bonnie strategy and just have more money.
If
So,
you do see a more
overall, I don't really like it.
rushing-oriented match, Emil, feel free to switch to that more rushing-oriented match. So,
Yeah, this game is. I mean, as long as they don't choke, which one is going Bonnie's back and the other one is going Bonnie ice, so I don't think they're gonna choke. This game could probably go for a while until round 30. It's also gonna be pretty stalled if Harris plays as well. But he's not really bothering stalling the round.
look at this layering right here from Harris onto Funny Name. Yellow's on top of the red's going to force some leaks early on.
Yeah, I mean, for the leaks, but that's it. It doesn't really matter. Okay, Harry's just finally starting to put a little bit more effort into stalling the rounds. That's good. And yeah, and if Harris just sends group deco here, every single round until round 5 will be max stalled, and there's nothing Putman can really do about it. Like, sure, sending pinks will force a grape shot, it'll force pot shots or whatever. But I honestly think that just not forcing that and stalling every round will send Harris into a better position overall. That's not what I expected. I guess he can stall every round now, though.
Is that's a heli that's been placed on pursuit?
That's a rotors.
Okay, no, it's
That
being
is a
manually
Razor
controlled.
rotors.
Pretty early to have a Razor Rotors, though, no?
Yeah, you can just go for like 2 1-0-0 helis on an ice and it just defends. The upside of this, I guess, is that you can stall the rounds out, but I don't think it's worth spending like $1,000 more on it. Maybe it is. I'm not sure.
You see Funny Name here going for the group deco with
Yeah, I agree with that. You will get maxed out on Bonnie levels really, 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 really easily because the rounds are getting so stalled, and also
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that
so
makes
cheap,
sense.
So sending more group deco will send them better off the longer the game goes. Meanwhile, Harris is just he's probably over. Oh, actually, I cannot tell how much upgrades he has, but yeah. I'd love to know how much his Bonnie has on upgrades, but he's not collecting it, so we can't tell.
Group Yellow's headed Harris's way. He's handling it just fine with the Razor Rotors. Trickle leaks aren't going to be a concern on Harris's side. Again, Harris with the heli, he can always regenerate those lives later on. And so if it really came to a GG round 40... Right?
Oh yeah, if it did, then Harris obviously has the advantage. But he should try to be careful with his life count a little bit because with this strat, mob defense can sometimes get a little bit leaky. So if you're low on lives, you might end up just needing like a Saram or a Zebra or something and just dying.
Factory out on Funny Name's side of the screen. And we see a bunch of Space Zebras. Not surprising here, given that this is a stall game, right?
Yeah.
First rushing round of the game incoming here on round 11. Shouldn't really expect to see a rush. Both players putting a lot into getting their income up. A lot of Space Zebra sent on round 9.
Is this decent? Is he collecting the things on his side?
Probably. This is
I
probably
thought they
decent.
fixed this.
Nothing ever gets fixed in this stupid game.
That is true.
Alright, let the gold on the Funny Name side of the screen now upgraded into rubber to gold. Very early rubber to gold here from Funny Name.
Yeah, that'll make good money.
Yep.
Also, especially with Harry sending group rainbows into it. I'm sorry, space rainbows. He probably made. There's already probably made like $1,000.
That's a ridiculous amount of money to make already. And look at this, an R-Rod heading fun and fun.
Should defend. We might need a Valk to stop the regrow, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, pre-bought 3XX Alk working just fine here, and now Funny Game going to come back with a check R-Rod, trying to force some action from Harris. He's boosted to try and force that action, not going to get the action that he wanted.
Yeah, Shards is just really strong, and he got a good timing on the thing.
Yeah, really good proc there on the ice shards. I think both these players should be done with trying to check rush each other for the time being.
Yeah, I think they should both just be pinky going at this point. Though, if they don't pinky go, they'll now set on body levels really fast. So I think it should better be just pinky go. I guess they could both decide to send yellows and go into like alt eco earlier, but I think that's only a play for fun in him. I don't think that's worth doing for Harris, especially given the amount of stall.
Yeah, I think so. So the more, if you're playing Boat Elks back, right, the more stalled the game gets, the more you do want to be investing into eco.
And yeah, I mean, this is like one of the many problems with the strategy is that you don't anti-stall with a strategy that needs to kill in round 30.
We got to check Moab and some Zebras underneath headed Harris's way.
He was floating shove. Okay.
Huh.
That is something.
That's interesting. Although that tells me on the. Ooh. Oh, it's regrow farming and it's gonna kill! Oh no! Oh wait, is that desync? That's desync.
That's desync. Okay.
Okay, that's desync right there. Still got to deal with this Moab, but that Moab is going to get dealt with.
Okay, yeah. Funny just realized that if he doesn't go in right now, he's probably not going to win the game. I don't agree with that.
Arctic Wind Micro from Harris against the Rams. Is it going to work?
Super
Super Monkey coming in. Super Monkey plus the 2 helis. It's going to defend the Cerams and keep Harris in this game.
Yeah, and now I think as long as Harris doesn't play too terribly, Harris should just win now. I don't think there's anything Funny can do. I guess maybe he could cost Harris to. That was a weird thing. Maybe he could cost like Harris to to crash the game with A-Wind and take leads, but that's not reliable.
Right.
So I just realized it's only round 20. Oh no. Yeah, Harris should have pretty close to the amount of money in hand needed for Nook soon, so probably expect that. Oh, never mind, he's going for Bonnie upgrades, never mind. I guess that's... Okay, it looks like we're
is there
switching
another
games.
match happening? So here is game 2 of Mao versus
we're back
Jeremy.
to Hell Yeah Super.
This match is on round 23, and you see Mao getting up his first X4X heli of the game.
Yeah, but then you look at the fact that he's running Heli Super. He has 3k eco in round 24, and his Bonnie is at
massive amount of
300.
eco.
So he has like 4.2k eco right now with Heli Super on round 24. So
That's an insane amount of income to have.
I mean, with his strategy, once you get the first Heli farm up, you pretty much win the game.
And now you see he's doing all kinds of shenanigans here to make sure that these rounds get stalled, including that ice at the start of the map. I mean,
Oh
he's
yeah,
got the
Mao does
chicken
this thing
feet.
where he hides his defense under the Chinooks. It always makes me annoyed. He really likes doing that.
It's like that's the
I
art of
remember
surprise right there.
in like season 2 where people would Darling NG Halley, they would hide their triple XL trap under Chinooks so that you wouldn't need to send DDTs to force it, but they already pre-bought it, so we wouldn't know until they sent it. You could also sell the triple XL trap, and then you couldn't send DDTs because you don't know if they sold it because they're hidden under the Chinooks.
Huh. Man. And just as a testament to how much income these players have, Terry sold into a 5xx farm.
Yeah, honestly, I think Mao here could literally just stop ecoing, stop buying Chinook farms, pre-buy everything in terms of defense, and he would just win the game. I honestly think that.
Man. I forgot how much equivalent eco a 5xx farm is, but I feel like it's like 3,600, maybe like somewhere between 3,400, 3,600.
It's a pretty absurd amount.
It's a pretty insane amount of equivalent eco. And it probably means that I know we don't have Termi's income number here. Oh, look at this. We got a check set of
this versus
VFDs.
Relentless Fan Club UCAV, nothing else. Never mind.
XX5 Dart should defend just fine. Termi gonna
he'll
get
need
in
UCAV,
10.
but
There you go.
yeah, he loves going for XPM. I don't know why, but he does love it.
I think it's just a good, very safe option.
I mean that just cost him like a 2 BRFs. It's not a small investment.
Right.
And it doesn't. I guess maybe it does do stuff from 30 now, but I don't think it's worth it. I think it would just be better to go for a Bosa Solver if you were going for one of the weird tier 5s.
But yeah, the amount of money here that that Termi's gonna have access to is pretty absurd. Like potentially Termi could just send a $300,000 valued rush on round 32.
I'm curious if Mao is going to go for a temple or not. But if he goes for a temple, he could choke really easily. So.
So if you're trying to maximize your chances of winning, if you're Termi, what are you gonna look for in timing your rush? Like when do you send your rush?
Send an FBAT round 30 to try to deny temple value. And if he goes for temple, then I'll out. That's probably the only chance.
So there's the call from Cologne. Let's see what Termi actually does. You see Termi just not saying anything right now, waiting for round 31 to start. Getting a second injection of cash from the farms. Mao gonna go into temple right here, round 31.
Yeah, no, he needs to all out now or he loses the game. Like he needs to do it now.
Cologne, the only other angle I see for Termi, the fact that she's chosen not to rush at this point is literally a round 40 angle.
Good luck.
Well, I will tell you, Cologne, I did once infamously send Ryan Mihalik $1 million valued rush, which he defended. So
yes,
Jeremy's gonna get access to a lot of money. Oh, look at this!
It might be too late. He has Esper money like on hand, so yeah. At this point, I don't know if he can kill. I guess he could choke if his sun avatar spots aren't very good. Like those sun avatars are not gonna get very good pierce. The ones at the bottom will, but not the ones at the like the very middle. They need to be higher
Two
up.
F-Bads. I assume we're gonna see a third one. Yep, there we go.
He
Space
should be going
F-Bads.
for a super brutal sometime soon.
He's got the Arch Shards up. I think he's just trying to get his super brittle spot up, but the problem is he doesn't have the money for it right now. He's quite short of that money. Because
Yeah,
he invested
he
money
did,
into the XX5 ice. First
He
F-Bad
did
down.
stop Chinook farming quite early, so. Wait, is he not going for super brittle? No.
Still no super brittle. Yeah, you're right. And he beats the
No, he
second
doesn't,
F-Bad.
It's gonna need 6 tier. He's gonna need 6 tier for the DPTs, or he's gonna die.
Is he? Does he have? Could he just like Arctic Wind though?
You need
He
really
wants
good
to Arctic
reaction
Wind.
time.
Oh my gosh, Termy's about to do the impossible right here. These F-Bads slowly burning through Mao's defense. The DDTs somehow get deleted on this third F-Bad, but he still has to deal with the FCUMGs. Needs to get a Super Monkey in to have a chance. Mao's in trouble. Could this be the tie of the series? Panic F DDTs headed Termy's way. Boost! Glow! To defend! Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh,
Yeah,
Termy's got
yeah.
it!
I think Mao just well, for one, his sun avatar spots just didn't get pierce, which was an issue, and two, he didn't go for super brutal ever.
Man.
That might have been due to a lack of money after Chinook farming stopping really early, but I'm not sure. There were
Well-
probably a lot of things he could have done better.
Yeah, I think you nailed some points of the analysis there on right on the head, Cologne. You know, Mao was going to be in a vulnerable spot right when he went for that first temple sacrifice. Right, if he does get it down, if he does build up the XX5 ice and the 5XX ice, I don't know. He's definitely unrushable, but Termy did find a way to power through, which is the massive amount of money that she had on hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Twitch chat agrees here that this was a pretty big choke without the Esprit. I mean, it's not a joke how much Esprit helps out in these sorts of things, right? You know, it's like
I mean, that would have been like okay, it would have been more than double damage because he only gets the sun avatar only do 3 damage with temple and regular brittle, so 3 damage plus 4 is 7 damage. So yeah, it's more than double damage.
all right. We're now watching Funny Name versus Harris in what looks to be a match on Sun Palace.
Okay, and already I don't like that crottle spot. Okay, yeah, I like Harris is way better, way better.
It's interesting.
The again, Termy Dino just really loves to get layered on. Wait, I guess no, it's better than this time. Never mind. But people just love letting their crottle get layered on for absolutely no reason. I don't get it. It looks like it's gonna be a dart from Gloomier, which is pretty boring, but it is what it is. Yeah, now you see how the Harris can just keep his guy on last, and Funny
Right.
can't really do that. Like if Harris put his guy on first and with micro, I bet he wouldn't have leaked at all. But he can also just keep it on last the entire time, and it will always hit the intersection. With Funny and Spot, if the opponent is sending balloons and something is leaking, it will never catch the leaks ever.
Okay.
It's also if you do go for a second dart, it limits your placements because you really want Croppa to be the one hitting things first, but because it's further back, it struggles at doing that more.
I see. So nonetheless, you see Funny Name with the lives advantage early on in this game, up 150 to 134 in the lives, and taking the farming lead as well. Although, is that crossbow fully crosspath?
Harris has more eco and also doesn't have full crossbow.
Okay.
And he didn't
So we
need to buy
should-
it because he didn't get layered on.
Yeah. Let me get an estimate here on Harris's. Okay. That's kind of hard for me to tell, but it's about an even Steven game right here. One of these players probably has a minor advantage over the other. Really isn't too much to talk about here in this early part of the game. I think both these players are probably playing Dark Glue Farm, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I think they should both in group yellows. It's a little bit more debatable when Etienne 3 being sort of broken ability compared to the Fedora different fact mirror or whatever on Blade. But even despite Etienne's abilities, I think it's still worth it to force defense with the yellows.
Here comes some grouped yellows, some check group yellows, and very easily is ETN3 forced from Funny Game here.
Yeah, and Harris is considerably higher on ego. Probably has like 40 more ego than Fernand. Yeah, okay, just bolt. I don't know why people don't send yellows. I don't understand.
That was
I
really
don't
good
like that
value.
bolt spot from Harris. That spot is really good at missing and also doesn't catch
That's Funny Name on
doesn't
the
catch
right,
insets
though.
very well. Oh, I meant Harris, but Funny Name is fine. I like his
Oh,
better
okay, I
because
see.
it doesn't interrupt the crossbow either. It shoots straight down.
Okay. Round 9 incoming here. We see that Harris is gonna check on Funny Name with some zebras.
And another upside is that if you put it on first, it'll shoot a straight line as well. And also, it just catches Moab. It's just way better because it's just the line of fire.
Funny Name trying to get back in the income game here by investing his money into a plantation, but you see Harris also responding the same way here, so...
Funny Name uses whites here. You can't let him get that way without plan. After he going that hard.
Here we go, Leds.
Funny
Group
Name
white.
really needs 10 whites. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's what you need to do. There we go. If he did that sooner, it would have forced the farm slower boost, but he reacted late.
Both players playing lock and step right now.
Now, one
Round
myth what they
12,
both did
camo
was
Leds.
cropping their
Space
spokes. They should have leave them
rainbows.
one crop pass so that they can't be forced.
Oh, we got some
by
camo purples on
defense.
top here, Funny Name's way. But it
Yeah,
was
good
all
rush.
into ETN3. Now boosted camo purples into Harris, who's going to ETN3 and
Not
defend
escape
that.
From,
Rod now
Brutus
from
in
Funny
here.
Name into Harris.
Alright, Rito should probably buy one jug and the sharpshooter if things get hairy. He should buy. Actually, no, he can't buy it at the front because he's relying on sharpshooter. Yeah, he needs to put it further back.
Here we go. Spacer Rams. Funny Name thinking
don't like
about it.
the-
Declines to continue the rush.
I don't like Harris's jug spots at all.
Ooh, 5 sets of regen rainbows headed Funny Name's
Dragon
way.
first should
Purple's on
defend.
top, gonna force the boost. Is ETN3 ready? It's not ready, and Funny Name is gonna go down. No, not
if
quite.
He
He's still
if
up.
he targeted his jug, he wouldn't have leaked. Wouldn't need a boost, I don't think either. Because it would have prevented the Rigo farm from happening in the first place, and also the jug would have actually done damage. So
Yeah, this is pretty incredible, Clone, that these guys been able to keep it up without selling their farms. There's been a lot of rushing action here for two players that have just... I mean, it's almost as if they were playing passively the way that you look at the income that these guys got right now.
well, I mean that's just what happens when you only need like $900 of defense until round 9. Harris sold his second jug. I don't agree with that. I think that's a bad play.
Okay, round 17, you clearly see Harris saving up money, but not doing anything with it. Kind of a fake out there.
He's just trying to max eco, but doesn't have the money to, so he needs to end up sending yellows and stuff.
So how do you feel about the general state of the game, Cologne, as far as drainedness? Do you think this is a drained game? Do you think this is a like a rich game?
It's just slightly drained. Not too bad though.
Marketplace from Funny Name. He's the first here to try and evolve his farms since the shenanigans on round 13 and 14. You'll notice here Harris is not doing anything in response, so no check rushes here. Surprised by this?
No, not really. I mean, you just cannot get anything through sharpshooter after they buffed it.
Right.
You know.
Funny Game's gonna do
Harris
something anyways here.
doesn't-
Wow.
Okay, no, he needs to buy something for the Moab. Just SEN 3 should
Moab,
defend
F
with,
Moab,
with
Moab,
good targeting.
Zebra's purples on top.
He
Harris
should be
gonna
fine.
is he gonna boost? He's gonna be
He
fine
shouldn't need
here.
to. He shouldn't need to. Yeah, he doesn't need to.
He's gonna boost anyways.
Okay,
That's a oh no.
I love desync.
I mean, he had the rush defended, and then
On
he
our
boosted
side.
anyways. Yep. So that
No,
could have
look
been
at
that
this,
could have
that
been
count
one
went
of
from
the
150 to 30. Yeah. He
Both players going to send each other a BFB.
and neither of them will need to buy any defense for this, which is awesome.
Funny Name and Harris both going to start off with ETN3 to try and defend this.
He can just buy UCAV for
name
$200 instead
with
of
the glue.
spending $4,000.
I mean, it's going to be UCAV-less defense here for Funny Name. Harris is going to deploy the UCAV on his side of the screen.
Yeah, and
yeah.
he just doesn't need to buy anything. Yeah.
That was incredible value that Funny Name got out of that rush. I just want to point that out. And now Funny Name going to fire back with an FBFB, but ETN10 was able to get some hits on that before it faded away.
Yeah.
Now it looks like a Super
uh,
Monkey Fan Club angle here for Harris.
I think that the FBFB is really bad because now he can just get Fan Club and he gets value versus tablets as well.
Hmm.
So you basically just deny yourself the ability to send tidelets by sending that FBFB.
Bigger issue I see here with Funny Name and his current income right now, Cologne. He has no way of getting a Monkey Wall Street on this round.
Yeah, after sending an FBFB and a BFB and just, I don't know why he sent all that stuff. And now this game has become a lot more drained than it used to be.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I do see end of round 25 Monkey Wall Street as a possibility, right? I'm just scared that if one of these players tries, like a Funny Game tries for it, that he could just get rushed in response.
Harris should be able to get it no problem. Fan Club and Relentless will defend any rush that can be sent, no matter what.
Harris is thinking of Monkey Wall Street. Big play right here from Harris. He's going to get it. Funny Game responding with tight leads. And tight Moabs. Underneath, purples
Please.
as well.
Please buy Fan Club.
ETN10 on Harris's side of the screen. That's two sets of tight Moabs.
Buy Fan Club.
No Fan Club
Thank
on
you.
Harris's screen. Now the Fan Club does come out. You see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Dart Monkeys out, trying to defend that one last set of check tight Moabs, racing to the exit. Who's gonna get it? Funny Game gets it. What a play!
He just didn't buy Fan Club. If he buys Fan Club there, he's completely fine. I guess he just didn't expect the rush and just panicked. That's probably what happened.
Man, that was the game right there, Cologne. If Harris gets away with that Monkey Wall Street, I think he wins that just outright, just from the money advantage. And Funny Name knew it, went for the choke rush, executed the choke rush perfectly there. Harris did not defend the choke rush, ideally.
Yeah.
But, yep.
That would have been good done, but yeah, he just needed to expect the rush, and he would have probably been fine, and he didn't expect it. Oh, I lost. What? I didn't expect that.
All right, so with that, Funny Name's actually on to the finals. That was an exciting game right there to call.
Yeah, a little sad of an ending because Harris wasn't just such a big advantage, but ended up choking.
Yep. All right. You are watching Alex versus Tear Me Dino. What an interesting configuration here for Alex. He's using Sentai Dartsback Farm. Dartsback Farm, I think, is very expected on this map, Cologne. The use of Sentai is what surprises me here.
Sometimes good for this strategy. It's just not as good as Fedora. But he's definitely not bad.
Right.
The upside of Sentai is that you don't need to buy defense for a while. But the other side is that you can buy crossbow and then not buy defense, and it's the same price as Sentai Churchill, but defense better.
Alex is taking quite a few trickle leaks here. Sorry to interrupt, Cologne. Alex already down to 70 lives, and he's going to take even more leaks here. Look at all those natural balloons going through. It's only round 5, and Alex is already down to just 47 lives. I think the wheels are coming off before this match has already began because, I mean, just look at where the... I mean, he already had to place this factory, and it's only round 6. Also, Cologne, you are on mute. I don't know if you know that you are on mute, but I'd rather inform that you are on mute. So,
Yeah, sorry,
there you
something I was talking to someone. Sorry, what happened?
Alex is down to 46 lives and placed a very early spike factory here to combat some natural leaks that were occurring. Some pretty bad trickle leaks that were occurring on Alex's side of the screen. So, meanwhile, you see Termi building up 2 times 200 farms plus 1 times 100 farm.
Yeah, this is what happens after buying the spike factory. Alex shouldn't really be going for a crossbow here in the first place. You will go for Sentai so that you can avoid finding defense early, but crossbow with Sentai together is kind of expensive. With a higher Sentai spot that hits the lines better, all you should really need is like a 2-0 dart in the spike factory.
Very aggressive move here from Alex. Look at this. Regen Zebras headed Termi's way. Immediately, Termi is going to deploy Fedora 3.
You should not be rushing into this. It just forces bolt.
More, look at this. More regrow Zebras.
Yeah, that's not a good rush. Forcing Fedora ability is decent, so that next round you can send leads and whites together. Force a right drug for really cheap. But sending into the Fedora ability and then sending into it after that with just Regen Zebras is not a good play. What is that?
I mean,
Explode.
Termi's got a
What's
pretty
that?
sizable
Frog?
farm advantage.
Is that a frog?
That's a... that is a frog.
I've never seen that.
I'll be damned. Now we
What
got
is
some
wrong with
leads
that
headed
skin?
Termi's way, forcing the Juggernaut. And you look at this. Oh,
Oh
We got
yeah, another
camel
upside of
leads.
Synthetic show that it is camel. That's a very, very good upside.
so the Froggernaut does take care of the Camel leads just fine.
Alex should go for a bank here. He has the money in hand. Or okay.
He's going to plan instead. That's interesting.
That both work, but I think he already had 5k on hand. That's like around the money you need for a bank, so you might as well go for it. Yeah, Synthetic show you cannot get punished for it.
Look at this. We're going to get a check rush here from Alex. It's an R-Rod. It's actually quite meaty. Purple's on top here as well.
Yeah.
Double
Regen is a mistake
Juggernaut
there,
to
but,
defend. Spike Pile's going to clean up just fine. I think Fedora 3 also came out on that
Yeah.
rush.
4-second jug. All he needs
Coming
here
back.
is
Boosted rush from
ability.
Termi. R-Rod. Zebras. Purple's
That's all
on
he
top.
needs.
Sentai 3 coming out. No boost from Alex. Good defense right there.
Yeah. He has the broken tertiary level now, so he is unkillable with through rushes. As long as he
Termi's going to come right
well.
back. And this one
He
is
should
going
not
to be
have boosted
boosted by Alex.
He should not have boosted that. Okay, now he's in a bad spot. He can
He's
be
not
a lot
going
of...
to get Sentai 3 back in time.
He can be... If,
Alex is
if,
going to fire
if,
back.
Oh. If
Big
Terminado has
R-Rod
Fedora's
right
here,
here, no.
it's a really, really hard to defend. He
Here
needs,
it
like,
is to
2
win the
more drugs
game from
minimum.
Termi. Huge R-Rod. Triple Froggernaut
Oh,
on
that's
Alex to
terrible
set the
targeting,
screen.
but
4,
it's fine.
5 Juggernauts.
Yeah, there were a few mistakes there, but Alex overall, he's okay now. Terminado has no
fine,
defense, no
but-
spike pile, no nothing, so he can be rushed. I wouldn't rush it, but it is an option.
This is interesting though, because I mean, I guess until Alex decides to actually rush, I mean, Termi is still enjoying a rather substantial income advantage.
Also, I just cannot stop looking at the frogs. When did they add this? This is such a good skin. Okay, if you were gonna send that mob, you should have sent it before he got the spike pile. But
Here we
yeah,
go,
now he
Moab,
just presses the one button on his
rainbows.
keyboard and he defends. He doesn't need anything else. He might not even need the one button.
Yeah, no, the spike pile is just fine for that one Moab. He's going to press Fedora 3 anyways. I think yeah, I think Alex is forced to recommit here, so he's going to commit with one Moab, one F Moab.
You're basically just saying you're going to commit. I think Alex, right now, he needs to commit to allowing round 22. He needs to go for an MF right now, or he's probably not going to win the game. I don't think there's any other out for him because, well, Sentai Churchill plays really hard.
Oh, a lot of leaks there. Desync, sorry.
Sentai Churchill plays really, really hard into Fedora 7. So if you don't,
Termi going to come back. Boosted F Moab. It's 2 of them actually. 2 F Moabs. 3. 3 F Moabs headed down to the side.
This should defend.
Sharpshooter
Okay,
spam.
look.
Going to defend just fine.
Like, one thing that Alex is really good at doing, no offense, is that after defending the rush and buying the defense, he ends up using his abilities anyways. And that is a really big mistake. He needs to go for
Alex
IMF right now. He needs to
showing
go for
Super
IMF
Monkey
now.
Fan Club. He's not gonna. He's not anywhere close to getting the IMF, which is not good.
Yeah, now he's just not gonna have the funds to kill Rush, so he's gonna need to defend. He doesn't have an
Yep.
option to rush.
Alex did not get a very good round 20 cash injection. Now you see both players getting an FBFB. Alex's BFB, the one that he's receiving, is fortified, and I think he's thinking
Also, his
Super Monkey
tank
Fan
club
Club.
spots
There he
are really bad.
goes.
This could kill because of his placements, especially
We're gonna see if he can clean it up.
No sacks.
4F Moabs, it's gonna burn through the spike pile.
Yeah,
and Alex is going to lose the
tank club
game.
spots are just bad. They're too they're good for CMG damage, but they were too far back for the BFB. Like if you buy it early, it'll be really good because it'll double PS. It hits the AI as well fairly early. Anti-stealth around,
Yeah.
not so good when you're getting it for cleanup.
I think it's a bad sign when even I can see that thing from at least like a quarter mile away. You saw it from like a mile away, but it started looking bad once that FBFB made it like halfway through that map, and that Super Monkey Fan Club was still kind of gnawing at it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've died like that before freezing that kind of tank club spot, so I just
So
Hopefully we
game
get to see
2
the frog darts
incoming
again.
of Alex versus Termi Dino. Termi currently up 1-0 in the series. If she wins this match, it's on to the finals.
Yeah, I know Alex lost Boomer Mortar with Quincy, so that's probably what he's running. Last
Very
time,
interesting right here.
Termi Dino went bomb with Farm, I think, so that's a really good matchup for Alex if he's going Koru. Because that's a strategy that can defend until round 30, and if you can do that, then bomb from Wiz just loses. Oh, apparently, Termi Dino has to go.
Oh, okay. So we're just gonna get a final between Alex and Funny Name.
It looks like it.
Yep.
Hopefully, Harry turns on the frog darts because I want to see them again.
Yeah.
Is that a cosmetic from this season? It has to be, right?
All right. So here we go. Alex's Melons versus Funny Name in a best of 5 series to decide who is going to win the tournament.
Any minute now.
Yeah, we're just we're waiting. So who you got your money on?
Probably Funny Name.
Yeah, I think Funny Name's a good bet here.
So I think Alex does have the matchup here, regardless of what strategy he goes. And regardless of what strategy Funny Name goes, I think Boomer Mortar is a pretty good matchup into anything that's silly. You just need to play it well, though. It's a lot harder to play compared to a silly.
All right.
Okay.
So are we seeing Bomb Whiz Farm versus Boomer Mortar Farm?
If he was going bomb with farms, I would think he would probably bomb start. I'm more confused about the left side.
That is a little interesting
That's a
because
weird
he's
looking
gotta
boomer.
he's gotta invest into. Well, actually, he can make this work if he invests into like 202 mortar.
I think he's going
This
for an
will
early
work.
Kylie. I would send greens here to force more defense.
Oh. Okay, he's gonna get the
Yeah,
boomer down.
yeah, that's like
Yeah,
Kylie's spot. He's going for Kylie.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
guess
So
that's a
he's
play. I think it's better to just go for Ricochet, but Kylie does anti-stall pass. Does anti-stall the early rounds faster, so.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, King Poop Bomb with Farm is no longer cool. It's just very common now. It is still a very terrible strategy, but it is popular, so. My child has fallen to the dark side.
Those yellows are flying by Funny Name right now. It's just causing him to take some trickle leaks. There's the Kylie from Alex. He sells into it right there.
And yeah, and he's I do agree with that player. He could have gone for a farm, but since you committed to the mortar start, you're committing to try to get that early and anti-stalling, so I think that was the right move over going for a farm.
All right. Not really too much to talk about here in this early part of the game. Again, both players getting their just getting their essential defense up.
But I do say something. I do think it's better for Alex to stall the rounds and go late game. But since he committed to the anti-stall early, then might as well go for it all in.
Funny Name's taking some more trickle leaks here, down to 91 lives. Finally gets his wizard upgrade, and now he'll be okay. Yeah, I feel like the way that this match is going right now so far, Cologne, I'm not sure if we're going to see a lot of rushing during the rainbow rounds.
Yeah, that's really unlikely. And Bro Mortar, that's probably like the most unrushable strategy in the game in general. And then there's a Sealy, which is the other most unrushable thing in the game. So,
right. So when does the rushing? When do the rushing opportunities open up for either player?
If I would play this, if I was the one playing as Alex, I would send something round 12 to force the camo. I would send Space of Rams to force like a cluster or a Necro, and then I would send nothing else until round 30.
So there you go.
Like literally nothing.
Space Purple's
I
here
guess
from
Purple's round
Alex.
8. Yeah, Purple's round 8 I would also send if I remember.
The bomb is actually enough here to handle the Space Purples and
Just because of
pop
the
down that
Sealy 3.
layer.
It gives the guy purple popping.
Okay.
Alex needs to be rusher. Sealy 3 is down. You can force defense.
Funny Game trying to distract from that right there by checking on Alex with a couple of those zebras. Meanwhile, Funny Game setting up his third farm of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Alex should be going for more farms here. He can go for plant pretty safely. It's greedy, but Funny Name cannot afford to rush when his defense is 200,000 trillion quintillion dollars.
Alex floating the unupgraded mortar, and look at this!
Yeah. I honestly, I would go for plant there.
That was a bait rush right there. And Alex kind of, look at that. I mean, he didn't flinch to the extent that he did not boost.
He asked Quincy. He shouldn't have bought the signal flare here.
Boosted
He also
Camel
should not have
Purple's
done
headed
that
Funny
into
Game's
a
way to
Sealy.
check on him.
He keeps forgetting about a Sealy 3.
Yeah, that was really good value that Funny Name got out of that. No panic from either player, or no panic from Funny Name, sorry, in response to that.
Still needs to force the camel. Please force the camel. Please.
He's just going to plan instead.
It costs $100 to force this. Please do it. It is $200. It's not that expensive. It's not a big commitment. He's gonna get his 2-3 back, and he's just not gonna. Okay. And he sold the kit. I'm sad.
Ooh. Yeah, that's unfortunate right there, because he definitely could have he could have done something to stunt Funny Name's game, and he was not able to. Now the sell into Morglaves when Morglaves was not forced. So unforced defense buy here from Alex, putting himself further in the hole. Funny Game in the meantime took the opportunity to double plant.
Yeah.
I want to point out here that Funny Game still does not have essential decamo defense here.
Well, he can't. There's no use forcing it now because he has the 3 back. But Oh, actually, he has to have a mastery. He should force it. He should be. He should be. Oh, he has totem, so no, he should. Okay. Any people? Okay.
Um,
Oh, too boring.
So an unfortunate sequence of events right here puts Alex in the hole here in the mid part of this game. Now headed into round 17, and with Funny Games configuration, I think it's going to be hard to get any check Moabs through, even check F Moabs. Meanwhile,
No,
Alex
it's not
receiving a
hard at
single
all.
Moab through.
It is forces boost.
Oh, the late boost from Alex, and the Cerams are going to slip through, and he's going to
Yeah.
lose the game.
If he kept his Kylie there, then it doesn't need boost. But he decided to go for more glaives.
Pretty brutal right there. Alex was already in a bad spot to begin with, and the Cyber Quincy doesn't give you any extra Moab damage, so I think he got kind of cucked there by the Cyber Quincy.
Yeah, he just played really bad on rounds 11 to 13, and then forced defense very efficiently after waiting for the purples and then not rushing after 2 to 3, and yeah, he just didn't use his money very well.
I mean, 90% of good Bloons play, Clone, it comes down to good play during the Zebra rounds and the Rainbow rounds. We saw what happened right there when you don't play those rounds effectively. You get yourself in the hole, and Funny Game was just able to take a free jab at him on round 17.
Yeah. Well, there was
And
also the issue that, at least it might have been the issue of anti-tolling early. I think he should have just gone for Ricochet and farmed a lot more. Because
Right.
a little more Quincy on the map can defend like 2 F-Beds. Bomb with farm cannot even defend 1. So I think in that spot it would have been better to play a full passive.
Okay, so getting ready for game 2.
Yeah, I think Futtername is turning off his Moab skins because it was kind of hard to tell how much damage that Moab had. The money isn't there to send and defend. I mean, yellow. They both had double. The Futtername had double plan 2/0/0 farm on like round 13. If he just full pass it, he would have had the money to send a 1 F-Bed and defend 1, and that's enough to beat Bomber Wiz. Well, Alex, he also I mean, if he played it better, if he didn't sell it for more glaives, if he didn't send $200,000 of rushes that he didn't force anything, if he stalled the round side more early, yeah. Set boom order from defense to F-Beds. Yeah, you can defend 2 F-Beds if you don't rush, but you just need to defend 1 and you win the game. Like Bloomson and Moab Dom on boost defense 1 on that map. Not the second one, obviously. For the second one, you need perma charge. You need a bunch of more stuff. You need you need a perma charge. You need what's it called? But yeah, you just need a million things. You need a million turbo charges. You need a boost all at the same time with a Bloomson and everything. But yeah, you haven't seen the Mob Down in months. Yeah, it's pretty rare. People kind of forgot about it.
Okay, game 2
There's
coming up
another second
here.
F-Bet for either side. Yeah, I guess. But if you commit to a defend, Alex can defend 2. If Funnum commits to a defend, he can only defend 1. If Alex uses Limbo's defense and Moab skins redo the game, I mean, you just used I think both last game, so that mean we need to redo it. Okay, he's going Star Captain this time. That's definitely different. Star Captain's a lot harder to start with than Quincy, so let's see if he knows how to do it. Already
Yeah.
looking like no. You want your boomerang to be able to fire like straight in that bottom middle line on close. It doesn't do it very well on that spot.
Mm,
It also doesn't see the back without range, which could matter, but maybe it won't.
it's not doing the worst in the world right now. I know it's not. I would have placed the boomer a little higher up, but he's at least staying resilient
That round got
here.
anti-stalled because he's in blues. Yeah.
He's gonna second boomer
It's
right.
a boomerang.
I'm concerned I mean, he's got to get Starco here at round 2, right?
Yeah,
What is he-
I think he doesn't know how to start without Quincy.
This is a big layer incoming. He's gonna quickly get Starco up, but he might have to boost here. Depends on how many lives he's gonna lose. He's gonna tank these lives, probably leak to about 110 lives in the process. Even worse, look at this. He's down to 97 lives. And round 3, remember Space Yellow is becoming available? Look at this layering from
Yeah.
Funny Name.
His
More
second
pressure on
boomer spot
Alex.
is
He's
also
already down to
kinda
89
bad.
lives. It's only round 3 in this game. He's nowhere near the ricochet money right now.
Yeah, and when you're seeing these layers, you're probably starting to see why it's so important to be able to put the boomerang close because it cleans up the blues and makes it so you don't get layered on as hard. But yeah, Funny Name's layers weren't that great, so it turned out fine.
Okay. Yeah, Alex is still hanging in here okay. The pinks are going to be the real test right here, though. Again, Alex needs to get this ricochet
this
fast.
is the biggest important round for him to put boomerang close. Like on this round, if you put that 2-0 boomerang close in a good spot, it'll just defend. You won't leak, and you can go for farm because of that.
So Alex does get the boomer up on round 4, so he will be able to defend just fine until round 9, effectively.
Yeah, there were a few issues with his start. His boomer spots weren't great. His start captain spot didn't really help out, but he's alive, so
yeah,
could be worse.
It could be a lot worse. He's definitely in a manageable position at this point. Now he gets the farm up.
Yeah, the biggest mistake was sending Space Blues the entirety of round 1 because that made the round get anti-stalled and you don't get start captain. So now you have the worst of both worlds where you have no eco and no star captain round 1.
All right.
Okay, is he gonna forget to send purples?
He's just kind of sleeping right here, dude. Funny, I'm getting away with murder right here with
Yeah.
yeah.
If he doesn't send purples, he could just go for plant for name. Like he has that kind of money. He obviously go for third farm though. That's a safer play. No, not zebras.
Ooh,
Okay.
zebras. Regrow zebras into
The
Funny
zebras
Name, who's
don't
going to
do
immediately
anything.
deploy his Ely 3.
Okay, and he wastes steel as well instead of pushing round 11, but okay. He needs to go for farms here. This is like the best boomer map. You need to take that to your advantage.
Group White Eco headed Alex's way. Funny Name
This
trying
defense,
to put
this
some
holds
pressure on
infinite.
Alex, forcing
This
that
holds
more
infinite.
glaives
He doesn't need
by.
to buy anything.
That's what he wants. Here's a boost.
He
Alex
did
trying to
not
hold
need to buy that.
strong.
This will be fine.
All
Those
purples on
targets are very
top.
tough, you'll be
Kylie
fine.
plus the 3XX Boomer gonna barely hold on. Alex still in this game with just 28 lives.
Yeah, his burning stuff it was missing a lot, so it didn't really hit anything, which caused issues. But now Putting pissed away a lot of money on rushing. But hopefully Alex forces Camel this time instead of just letting him sit without it.
I mean, you
All
see
he
the
needs to do
wizard
is send
right
like one set of Camel
there.
purples, force it to 3, and then do it one more time.
5 sets of camo purples
Okay,
headed
yeah,
Funny
not-
Name's
yeah.
way.
Okay, now you send some Alex and then you do it one more time, and then that's all you need with a bloom boost. Force it boost and bloom defense.
I don't think he's
all
gonna
you need.
look at this. He's gonna
That's fine too.
R-Rod.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's all you need. Now you
Round
just go for
14
farms.
incoming right there. That actually was a good arm run.
No,
Yeah, it's not.
yeah. The one issue was that he instead of what he should have done there is instead of rushing immediately. I guess this is just an issue of getting Star Captain round two. But he should have sent the camel rusher a little bit later so that he could send that brush with steel and not waste money. So he would have like the entire like $2,000 that he spent if he puts Cali in the strongest just defense. The entire money that he spent on that brush round 13 he would just have it if he got round 1 Star Captain. Another issue is that Alex does not know that he can send 5 sets of space ramps before steel to get just a little bit more money. It's a slight optimization, but it can't matter.
All right. So, do you expect Moab pressure here during these Moab rounds?
It worked well for the Lathernium last time, so I expect that for Moab round 18. For a 4-5 Moab, Alex obviously released a
Alex is going to check on funding in here with a single Moab. Oh, and Zebra's on top. Here we go.
From Alex here. He has Azili, he has Necro. It won't force anything. Well, I guess it got Totem. Congratulations. Wow. Now what? If he was gassing the rush, instead of sending Moab, he could have just sent Zebras and later with Jericho a little bit later on. That would have been much better. But now...
Another Moab here. This is a steel rush. Moab plus rainbows. But the totem's still up, so the Moab just never stood
a chance. It was steel, not a rush.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah. Also, his Kylie not being cross path is making me a little bit upset.
Funny game, sending an F Moab Alex's way. You saw that Alex got the plant. Now was selling to the X4X Boomer.
Oh, that's bad. Oh no.
Now he sells back into Morglaves.
Now
coming back is Funny Name.
That Morglave spot has been used. Why do people love that Morglave spot?
One more Eco Tick, but he's not going to get the turbocharge. Sells the farm.
Okay.
Cha-ching emote there from Funny Name as Alex holds on to the boost but loses his farms in the process. Funny Name coming back, forcing some micro from Alex. It's an F Moab with some Cerams underneath. Round 20 incoming here. Oh, and the Nev Ceram's going to sneak through and Alex is going to lose the game.
That's unlucky. That was unlucky, but he did make too many mistakes to the point where that game was probably unwinnable.
The thing that stood out to me during that sequence, Cologne, was selling the X4X Boomer into a 4XX Boomer. It left the door open for Funny Name to re-rush, even though Alex had boost on hand. Right? It left Alex in a vulnerable position, even though he had boost available. And I think that was a very damning play in this in that game. Game 3, match point incoming right here. If Funny Name wins this game, it's over for the tournament, and Funny Name will take it 3-0.
Looks like he's picking mine. Good map. That's one way to pick a map.
Well, here we go. We're going to Precious Space. I think Alex
Quincy,
chose this map to have a chance at late game.
Or Fedora. No, he picked a random map. He used an auto clicker. Yeah, he should be using one of the Adoras if he's gonna go Quincy, but I guess he just he's loyal to him.
Oh, here we go. Can Funny Name get the win and end this series 3-0? Look at this. Is this boat Elk's back Bonnie on Funny Name?
Yeah, probably. Okay, on this map, I don't think you can really even Kali start out of this map for it and have it be good. Mostly because when the Kylie shoots, it'll every once in a while it'll just let like a few of them slip by, and if those get past Quincy, then they just stall. Anti-stall on snap is very inconsistent without a better hero than Quincy.
Big layer on Funny Game side of the screen here. And Funny Game is already going to be down below 100 lives on round 2. Look at this. He's actually going to leak to 74 lives early on in this game. Meanwhile, Alex getting layered on as well. Space Yellow's on top of the Red's Funny Game side of the screen as he's leaked below half health, down to 70 lives. Those leaks are starting to add up, Cologne.
Yeah, unfortunately he doesn't have Jericho, so won't really mean much, but it's something.
Now, round 4. You know, and maybe Alex could try and cheese this too by boosting and forcing a boost response from Funny Game. It just kind of depends on how much money Funny Game has to get the cannon ship, as he continues to leak down below 60 lives now, 54, 53, 52. There's the cannon ship.
But
And
yeah,
there's also
you
the
can
first
kind of start to see
farm.
what I meant by Blooms get past Kylie and then Quincy misses them. That round
Hmm.
where he got stalled a bit. I guess it might not happen when he buys attack speed, but you shouldn't need to buy that.
I think he's doing okay for now.
Oh, the group blues might change that at the end of the AI.
Oh, yeah, that's a little
Nah, it does have enough clears,
concerning.
okay. But it didn't really sell round 4 or 3 because he had to sell into it. But yeah.
So,
Starting round 7 is when the problems with AI are gonna start showing up.
I mean, how does Alex generate the win here? Because I'll admit, Cologne, I don't like Alex's strategy choice for this map.
This is a decent strat for this map, but I think you just need to play passive and send tides to TMGs on round 30. I think that's all you need to do.
Boosted Group Yellow's headed Alex's way. He's going to Quincy 3 in response and upgrade the Kylie. So now it's fully cross-pathed. Meanwhile, Funny Name, even sending those Group Yellows, he does get a Merchantman up. That's around 7 Merchantman. So, do you just try and, if you're Alex, do you just try and double plant on round 10?
Yeah, I would probably go for a plant and then a bank on like round 12 or 13, but double plant is also viable. I like bank a little bit more because you're limited on farm space, so you rather invest into bigger farm upgrades than multiple farm upgrades.
Space Zebra Eco here from Funny Name, but it's not doing anything on Alex's side of the screen. So Funny Name at least enjoying some eco gains. Now the pink's starting to slip through a little bit.
Yeah, I think the round got stalled. No, it didn't. It did. It's hard to tell. I don't like that ricochet spot very much. It gets layered on pretty hard, and denies a farm spot as well.
Group whites and purples on top. Alex going to try and value defend with the ricochet. Meanwhile, sending a rush Funny Name's way.
Yeah, I mean, Funny Name invested in a spike pile, so he wouldn't be rushed, but then Alex rushed into it, which is a pretty big mistake.
I think a bigger thing also out of this is that no double plant from Alex. He only single planted, and his first plant is not cross pathed.
He can
Not sure
still
if that
go
would
for a
have been
bank this
possible.
round if he plays passive, but he needs to play passive. Rushing here is just a waste of money.
He's going to rush anyways.
Especially-
Double rush right here. Alex receiving space rams. Meanwhile, Funny Game getting a big R-Rod. He's going to boost to that R-Rod to defend it, whittling away at the spike pile. The spike pile completely dissipated now.
Oh,
and Funny Game,
okay, I
he's
was wrong.
lost!
Okay, I did not think that would do that much damage. What caused that to Rigo farm that hard?
don't
Was his
know,
Alp
but
not
Funny-
middle crop path?
Man. Alex has forced game 4 after a decisive round 13 R-Rod rush.
Oh, yeah, apparently his outbuff was prioritizing the spike. That's probably what caused the Rigo farm.
So Alex caught Funny Name off guard there on game 3, and we're not going to see a sweep. Alex has a chance to force game 5 if he wins this next match. Now we just wait and see which map Funny Name will pick for this next match in the series. He's up 2-1, Cologne. You still like his chances?
I'm not sure. Oh, wait, you mean Funny Name? Yeah, Funny Name. I do. I thought you were talking about Alex.
We're not headed to Salmon Ladder because it looks like we're gonna need to get our codes sorted out.
For just joining us, we are currently going through the finals in Popology Weekly number 27. It's Funny Name versus Alex. We could have seen Termy Dino in here, but Termy had to leave the tournament early. Alex's melons automatically advanced as a consequence of that. And you can see he's put up a fight, winning 1 of the first 3 games in this series. He needs to win this next game, however, in order to have a chance to win this tournament.
Yeah, this is a good counter pick for Funny Name because
This is...
Boomer is just not very good on this map, so...
Yeah, Alex is going to be playing quite outside of his comfort zone here on this map. I mean, you can see, I'm just very curious to see how the Boomer gets utilized in this on
He
this
probably goes
matchup
for a Kali start near the
near the bridge.
yeah, so that it shoots like a straight line left. Yeah, just like that.
Is this a double Boomer start?
Maybe.
Yeah, this is a double
I mean,
start.
he still have he is not used to starting without the mortar, I guess. So, it's probably the tech.
Probably. Yeah, he's going to look for a Kylie here to shoot straight forward. No Cyber Quincy here
He's about
yet.
Quincy.
Yeah, he's got to get Quincy up here at some point. There he goes. Gets the Quincy up.
He should have spent a little bit more time placing that Quincy so that he could fit a third boomer or a waist above Quincy, but now he might not be able to, which is really bad because that's where you want your necro. I also don't agree with his Kylie spot. He should not be putting it there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he did not go for south of the bridge. I'm surprised he went for north of the bridge here. I personally would have went south, Cologne.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, like, that spot is better if you start chasing. Because if the blooms on the spot next to Quincy get to the right, then Kylie starts, like, aiming right and dying, but the entire point of Kylie here is to anti-stall and make sure nothing gets past, so if something gets past, then you're doing something wrong.
So Alex has actually had a comfortable start just in terms of lives. He has 149 lives to Funny Name's 90 lives. Funny Name taking some trickle leaks here. Again, without that cannon ship, he is going to take trickle leaks just naturally until he gets that upgrade, even with Bonnie on screen. Round 4, Space Pinks. They're going to force some more trickle leaks here from Funny Name. You see he's down to now 78 lives. Looking for that cannon ship buy. There he goes. Gets the cannon ship. First farm from Alex as well. It's Game 4 in Popology Weekly number 27, the finals between Alex and Funny Name.
Hopefully he doesn't take Titan Walls again this time. He needs to be willing to use boosts. He's really unwilling to do that, and I'm not sure why.
I think he's just scared about the counter rush if he uses a boost. But Boomer is one of those towers that it does have reasonable amounts of resilience if you like burn a boost, because you can use your X4X Boomer, right, to kind of stave off some of those check F Moab rushes. So might be too early to tell here, but Cologne, whose position do you like the most now that we've been through almost 6 rounds?
I can't tell how much eco Put name has very easily, so I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But I would if Funny Name. I mean, if Alex was Anselm a little bit better, I would probably rather be in Alex's spot because Bass is just really bad round 27, round 30. So
Hmm.
as long as you get good farms, which this strategy should be able to get decent farms pretty easily, you should be in a pretty good spot late game.
Third farm deployed from Alex. Again, holding strong with that Kylie spot. It's the first time I've seen Kylie start ever on this map clone. I feel like I should have seen it more, honestly.
Yeah, it's not
Um,
bad.
it's definitely it's putting in work. Keeping Alex at bay here, helping him get some good farms. He's got 2 times 200 farms plus the unupgraded farm. Round 9 coming, gonna have a chance to get 3 times 200 farms.
Yeah,
But
Alex really needs to greed
funny
here. He's
name.
not going for any farms, and that could cost him a lot. You have Boomer, you have Wiz, you'll be fine on boost or anything. Like you can afford to go for more farms.
I am a bit surprised, Cologne, that Alex declined to Quincy 3, the Zebras on round 9, instead going for this Necromancer buy. And he really did not greed rounds 9 and
Well,
10
he
very well
doesn't.
here.
Yeah, he didn't greed at all. He doesn't need to buy defense for Zebras
Like,
on round nine.
this is
Kylie
over
just
defending.
defends.
He's going to check on Funny Name with some grouped Zebras. Funny Name has to hold without boost, or else it could be game over. Does so just fine. But yeah, big over defend there from Alex because Kylie plus Necro versus Eco. I just don't see it. I don't see a universe where Alex gets killed with that defense on his screen.
Yeah, he definitely won't die, but his farms they may not be enough to kill Bass at this rate.
Because I feel like what this is costing Alex is he's gonna go for another rush. Meaty R Rod right here, purple's on top, and the boost from Funny Name.
I think the
Big
biggest thing
boost
here
right
is that
here.
just
This could.
Alex is not willing to take games late game, and that is a really really bad thing.
I think I'm just baffled right here. Alex is going to rush again, boosting, big R
And
Rod.
World Time
Funny
Bunny
Game
3
sold into
should
the
defend this,
X4X
no
mode. It's
problem.
being out buffed, and this rush will
Okay.
just absolutely get destroyed.
Ferdinand did not sell the Bunny minecart, so that rush was probably not worth it. Oh, he did. No, he did sell them, so that rush was good. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we just need to take the game late and play passive, which he hates doing, but that's what he needs to do.
I'm just very surprised, Cologne in general, that Alex didn't try and passive those rainbow rounds and maybe go for like a bank configuration for round 14. Because now I don't know, we're sitting in a drain game now, right?
Yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have just played passive, go for 5 farms, and kill round 30. But this turned out fine. So if you get the Bunny minecart sell, that's this is probably an arguably better position. But it's definitely the overall better play and a lot safer to just play passive.
Alex is going to go for a plantation right here. That is going to leave him open to round 17 pressure from Funny Name if he wants to go for that. But you see,
I mean,
Funny
Funny
Name's
Name has.
going to
Alex like Kylie and Kibru Quincy level 3 with the Necromancer. Mobs, I'm compared at least compared to Boomer Mortar. They're a lot easier to defend.
Hmm.
Especially because you can probably tell, but at the very bottom, there's like a million zombie balloons that just never get touched. It's basically a spike pile at this point, so that's why Necro is so good on this map. I'm probably way one whiz over Mortar.
Funny Name only now just getting his spike pile back, so he does have a weakened spike pile right now for rounds 18 and 19. But you see both players playing passive for the time being. Alex trying to size up a second farm buy, possibly based on his ecoing pattern here, based on his the amount of money that he's holding on hand. Also, no camo upgrade here on Funny Name. I feel like you kind of got to get that now because of the Pierce bonus you get.
That's good. Camel gives Pierce.
Yes, recent buff.
I thought it only gave damage to camels.
Oh wait, sorry. It's extra camo damage. That's
Okay,
what it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
The long range is Pierce, not the camel. Now I don't like how well, two things. I don't like how he bought
Ooh.
Ricochet, and two, I don't like how he's not sending pinks. He's been sending yellows the entire time. Should probably have around 2k equal at this point if he actually bothered to send pinks, but
And that's going to be
He's
kind
not
of a
willing
big
to play
deal here
risky.
because he wasn't even able to get a good round 20 cash injection from the farms anyways. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, if like maybe somebody's going to shorten up on eco, to try and get a better round 20 cash injection, but Alex basically did neither of the two things that you'd expect from somebody who is doing a good job of ecoing and farming. Because I don't think there's a universe in which Alex can get a Monkey Wall Street, for instance, at the end of round 24. Maybe that was already obvious, but even round 25, round 26, now I start to place some doubts on that, right? Both
Yeah.
players setting each other as ZUMG.
Sim should be easily defended on Alex's side. Just get like 2 or 3 more presses. Not up there though. If you put him up there, then the stall is
Oh
basically
yeah, this is
neglected by the speed up from the salmon ladder thing. He needs
this
to
is a
put them
really
further down
precarious
near
position here.
where the ricochet is. Otherwise, they just don't get enough value. If he gets a third one, then all he should really need to do is like get 1 turbocharge and a well-timed Quincy 10.
Tight leads coming in Funny Game's way. It's
Oh
180 tight
no!
leads into the 4XX boat. 3XX boat, sorry. Lots of tight leads. The Alchemists are going to
Oh,
absolutely
he
shred
sold
that
his
rush
buying
hard.
cards.
Bonnie Minecart sold again. Funny Game still needs to worry about the ZOMG once it gets popped down. He can try and boat micro these BFBs. There he goes, gets one of them down. Still 3 to beat. X for
This
X,
should be
Alchemist,
defendable with
and the Spike
yeah, there
Pile.
we go. That should
Oh,
be
the
defendable,
Beast
I think.
Handler! No! Okay,
Yeah,
that was a
that was
mistake
right.
there. Meanwhile, Alex needs to defend the BFBs and 180
He
tight
needs to
leads being
save
sent his
his
way.
tenability. He can't
No
panic
more
with it.
plays on Alex's screen. This is the game on the line right here.
He needs to use it
5
right
Moabs
now.
to
He needs
beat,
to use it now.
plus any number of
Oh,
insides
doesn't
as
even need it, never
well.
mind.
Alex
Okay, yeah.
defends with
If
boost, stays in the game, but he barely has any farms on screen. Funny Game doesn't have any farms on screen
right,
either.
yeah,
No
Fernand
poke
doesn't either.
farms. Sold the Bunny Minecarts.
Uh,
Now Funny Game coming back.
Just two
Tight
Phoenixes
Moabs,
should defend
tight
this.
leads, purples to win the game. Here comes the X4X Wizard. Phoenix, 2 Phoenixes versus those purples.
That should be
Pops
enough.
them down. Now the F Moab still has to beat the F Moabs. Cyber Quincy 10
He doesn't need
available as a
Quincy 10. I don't
last-ditch
think he needs
effort
it.
is
I don't think he needs
necessary.
it.
Here
Oh,
comes
I don't
Cyber
agree with
Quincy
that.
10. He does deploy it in time. Alex stays in the game. Coming back with another rush. One set of tight Moabs. This is the forced game 5. Here comes another one and another one. They're both fortified. Round 26. The DDT is going to be available soon. Fighting game with no defense on his screen. Waiting for round 26. Here comes one last desperation set of tight leads. It's a race to the finish. It's a race to the finish. Will we see game 5? Yes,
Nice.
yes. We're going to see game 5.
Oh, okay, there we go. It's a little laggy.
Photo finish, and Alex has forced game 5. Funny Name sent the entire works at him, Cologne, and I tell you know what it was, Cologne? I think when Alex finally forced that first Bonnie minecart cell way back on like round 13, round 14 or whatever, I think you called it right. That was actually a pretty good position for Alex to be in.
Yeah. I wouldn't have sent that rush, but the outcome that he got was just really, really good. I think he played too aggro, but it turned out fine and pretty exciting.
Right. Woo!
Well, looks like Alex is going to restart his computer because of the lag.
Well, I tell you what, these first 2 games, it looked like it was going to be a very easy sweep for Funny Name, and he definitely proved in these first 2 games, taking very decisive wins. But Alex has been able to come up with some very exciting ways to otherwise keep this game in check.
Yeah, I think it's just mostly come down to Funny Name using Bass instead of good strategies.
Well, it's all come down to this, Cologne. One winner-take-all match to decide who wins the tournament between Alex and Funny Name.
I just want to see the frogs again.
I think they were pretty cool, honestly. Yep. We gotta get some clips, honestly, of some of these matches when this is over. There's been some really exciting games. Like even if they weren't necessarily like played well, I mean nobody knows how to play this game good anymore, but it's still exciting, you know.
Yeah. And just it's a little sad that people just refuse to play passive. It's from like me trying to watch people play the game well, but it does make for more exciting games, even if it's probably not the play.
Right. Yeah, I think I mean there are definitely times, Cologne, where I've seen what was evolving, and you know I was surprised that we didn't see more passive play, right? But yeah. Because I do feel like in general that we are not in a rushing meta, right? I feel like we are
Definitely
generally
not, no.
we are in a meta where it is much easier to seek, you know, rich games, enriched games versus drained games, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about, you know, just the meta
Well, I think
in
it's a little
general.
map dependent. If you're on like inflection or something like that, then you're probably gonna want to go for heavier drain. But generally, it's definitely better to just play full passive, take it around 30 plus, and
Right.
yeah. Especially given how people are losing to bomb farmwoods.
So, got any predictions for Game 5? I'm curious what map they're going to pick.
Okay, sorry about that. I was being talked to again.
I got you. Yeah, I was just saying. I was curious about which map you think they're gonna pick here. Funny Name does have map choice for this finale.
Oh wait, it's it's Funny Name. Oh, Funny Name. Then he definitely just goes like off tide. He played that game so terribly that it's a really safe pick.
Actually, yeah. All right, here we go. Connecting the game server.
Is he allowed to pick a losing map though? Yeah. Okay, he agrees with me.
So Funny Name is going to take this series back to Off-Tide.
Oh, does he not trust in the mortar anymore? Is he a believer in the Wiz? Oh, never mind, he's going back. Okay.
And
yeah,
Alex
Funny Name agrees with my my Off-Tide pick. Are you allowed to pick a losing map though, or a map that someone already lost on? Is that against the rules?
My understanding is that there is no rules against repicking maps that were already used. So you can go back to the same map. Yeah, that's my understanding. So here we go. And I feel like the way that this map was picked, Cologne, I think we're going back to home court. Now, the big difference here, Cologne, is that Alex has picked Quincy. He's looking for a better start. I think he felt like Star Captain Jericho was too shaky for him. I don't like the boomer start, though.
He's definitely used to the Quincy start.
Yeah.
If he's going with this, he needs to take advantage of the early defense and go for more farms. So he can't.
Yeah.
He can't not take advantage of that.
And that's something that I've been critical, honestly, when watching Alex's play. I think Alex has just not been able to greed early farms that effectively.
Yeah, he doesn't greed, and he doesn't greed defense, and he doesn't greed farms either. And he also doesn't use boosts, which is like all those together
layer here
combined to like just.
This is a very interesting choice to layer, because this just absolutely got dissipated.
Yeah, now all Alex just go for a farmer here. He should send yellows to force more defense, maybe like force like a 2-1 with or something. But after forcing that, he should just focus on farming. He can go for at least 1-0-0-0 farm before Ricochet.
He might try and do. because
He really needs to force defense. Yeah, now Fernand gets to go for a farm that he should absolutely never be allowed to
Yeah,
get.
I know that's and he's gonna and Alex is gonna miss the farm too because he
Now Alex
took
has farm
too
no
much.
problem. He gets it, no problem.
Actually,
But,
never mind. Okay, I'm surprised. I thought he was not gonna get that farm in time, but he got it barely just in time.
If the Wisp wasn't last on Fernand's side, then he probably wouldn't have had the farm. But it's on first.
Yeah. Okay, Pink's coming through, and they're gonna induce some trickle leaks here on Funny Name's side of the screen. You see he's down to 129, 127, 125. Probably looking at about 100
one more farm upgrade.
lives.
Yeah, Alex should be able to go for one more farm upgrade.
Because he's got
will stall
Quincy.
for a while.
Yeah, he's got Quincy 3 to buy time. He's instead bought Quincy. Never mind. That was not.
I think you should agree with, but this is still a lot better than his previous starts. So.
Yeah, I am disappointed though that he did not go for the 100
Yeah,
farm.
he definitely could have gone for the increased production, but it's still better than the previous ones.
Right. All right. Funny Name with a slight advantage here as we head into round 6 again because of some misplays from Alex. He was able to greet a farm that he probably should not have been able to get away with. Round 6 incoming right here.
I think Alex here should be sending blacks because from here I think he's starting to notice that playing Echo won't really work out very well if he doesn't rush well. So trying to go for more eco so that you can take it later on is I think the play here for Alex. And also see how he fits farm as well. So yeah, blacks would have just had more eco and same farms.
Yeah.
Another good map for Funny that he could have picked was Garden. Boomer is really, really bad on Garden.
You think there's an angle for either of these players to Plantation?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Alex should send purples though. Like, really, please send them so that you can actually rush. I'm begging you.
I really want to see some purples get sent, but I guess we're not going to get.
I don't think he knows how a Sealy 3 works. I genuinely think he doesn't know that it gets purple popping.
Well, both players even Steven on farms. Now you see the purples being sent by Alex. This will force Azili 3 right away, maybe?
Yeah,
Is that
we go.
Azili 3? Yep.
Yeah, he used it.
Okay.
No, he just needs to re-rush and force the cluster bombs for cheap. Okay, he needs to put his mortar further up or it's just going to whiff.
Contentious times
Yeah, that spot also
here.
works. If Funny doesn't rush, I mean, okay, so here, Alex and purples for cluster and then go for plant.
Rush coming from Alex. Funny Name.
Okay,
not
that
a
layer was
plant.
not worth it. It gave him time to afford the cluster cross path.
And this is going to be a free boost. Look at this. Funny Name boosts the rush.
Oh, a farm
And
soul too. Is he dead?
Farms, and it's over! It's
Okay,
over!
that-
It's over!
Yeah,
It's over! Alex has completed the reverse sweep! It's over! The Czech Zebra
How?
rush! It regrow farms, and Funny Name loses! Alex's
Did he
balance
not
has completed the
cross
most
his
incredible
cluster?
comeback in Popology history! Down 2-0. He takes it 3-2.
How did that die? What the fuck? Buck bomb? It gets no pops, has no peers?
Just barely. That bomb was not enough, Cologne. I think what happened was that I think there was like one tick of regrow farming that occurred, where Funny Name got really unlucky, where if his bomb had just fired like slightly sooner, that regrow farm would not have occurred, and we would not be talking about an Alex win.
I think he just bought a cross path late. Also, yeah, I forgot. Blizzard is foolish tower.
I'm not sure if you could hear it in my voice, Cologne, but I was surprised, dude. I really thought that was going to defend.
Yeah, that should have defended. I don't know why it didn't.
I mean, that defends 6.5 days of the week, right?
I think 8 days a week, actually.
That's a tough way to lose one. I'll tell you what, Cologne. That was a routine defense right there. I think Funny Name, had the flowchart right. It's just we have entered the one universe in which that defense configuration failed to defend that rush. And so there you go.
Okay, he didn't crop that bomb. That's what happened. Okay.
So there you go. Okay, so no. Okay, so if he didn't cross path bomb and one of the bomb shots was not a fully cross path bomb shots, even just one of them, Cologne,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see why that happened.
Two
Yeah.
or three bomb hitting like a Virgin Rainbow just kills you. And
Yeah.
that's probably what happened.
Actually, even just even if it hits like 003 bomb, even hitting a regen zebra, yeah, that's bad. Because the zebras are one black, one white.
Your opponent has Boom Mortar has a better late game than Bomb Farm Wiz. I don't get why people think that Strat can defend more than like one Fed. I just don't get it.
Bomb Farm Wiz can Fox Yaps has been able to utilize Bomb Farm Wiz to defend.
I've never seen him defend one Fed, much less two.
He's done it before. It takes a Zeely 20 micro to do it. It is possible. It's I think it's like the last time I commentated Popology weekly tournament Cologne. He was able to use that. But
I mean, Boom and Mortar, you have tier 5s that actually do damage. Bomb from Wiz, you have okay, let me think. What does damage in the strategy? Yeah, you have Elam. That's it. Boom and Mortar, you have Balloons, and you have Mob Dumb, you have Permacharge. That's 3 ones that probably do about the same amount of damage as Elam. So Wizard Lord Phoenix does like 200 DPS. That's less than one transform fan club dart.
But Emil Plain, thank you for hosting this tournament, Cologne. Thank you for joining the commentary booth. Viewers, thank you so much for viewing this tournament. We'll catch you all next week, hopefully, for some more exciting balloons popping action. Again, probably one of the greatest comebacks that we've seen in Popology Weekly history. Congratulations to Alex for getting the win in this tournament. I am out of here.
Me too. I need to go eat. I'm hungry.